What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. That's not right. There it is. Hey, we're getting there. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. We are back. We are back, and chat is almost working. Always the first part of the day. Gotta start off by getting chat sorted. Let's get it going for TikTok and give it a test. Test. How we doing, chat? Not working yet. Cool. Alright, come on now. Test message. There we go, YouTube's working. And TikTok, where are we at? Let's get it going. There we go. Okay, we are in business. Let's go. Alright, well I'm just going to get right into it because we are finishing our map today. A.R. Roseland, welcome in. Good to have you. Thank you for being here. You got the first join award today. Seth, what's up? I see you coming in. How you doing, buddy? Good morning. Seth, second. We'll take it, huh? We'll take it. Y'all, how you doing today? It's Friday again. We made it. We made it. It's a little bit interesting this morning because my brain did not want to get out of bed. I slept like 30 minutes past the alarm, and I kept being like, isn't there something I gotta get up and do? Nah, I can probably just go back to sleep. So we had an abbreviated warm up this morning. Yuck Lee, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome back in. How you been? Thank you for. Oh, you're always here for Map Day. It seems like, and I appreciate you. Said I'm dressed fancy, Seth. This is called I only have so many overshirts. So we had to mix it up a little bit. There we go. I'm a fan of that. A little patch job over there. Seth, how's your weekend looking? What do you got going on? You excited? Same question, Rosalind. And yuck. Your map's part of your writing process now? That's what I want to hear. Let's go. Y'all, I think we're gonna finish this map today. That's kind of the play. That's my plan. So we're gonna have to see how things go, but I am hopeful for that. I mean, look at it. If we zoom out here, well, let me finish working on this little section. Then we zoom out. There we go. If we zoom out on this bad boy, look at this thing. I mean, it's pretty darn populated, y'all. We really just got to do right here, this segment, and I think that's it. Gearbox, you said map day, stopping in before lawn work. Oh no, lawn work. That's gonna be tough, but satisfying, huh? Tough but fair. AR Roseland, you've almost finished the map for your new work in progress. Hey, let's go. Rock on. We have both almost finished our maps here. Harpy, always with the heart me. I appreciate you. I think it's just because your name rhymes with heart me, isn't it? Harpy with the heart me. It almost sounds like I'm just saying the same thing. But thank you, Harpy. I appreciate you. Seth, you said you're just working and starting writing your first book. Dude, hey. Rock on, Seth. Let's go, man. I'm proud of you. Get it. Let us know how it goes. Let us know how your progress is. Gearbox, you got s'mores and a Moors cookout today? That's fun to say. I'm invited up in Northern Ohio. I appreciate that. Gonna be a little bit of a road trip for me, but look, I love a good road trip. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's see if I get in the car now. Let's see. I'm just gonna do Houston to Ohio. We're not even gonna get more specific than that. Yeah, look, it's a casual 17 hours. 17 hours, 50 minutes. Look, no big deal. We can make that work, right? Not a big deal at all. I'm sorry. All right, y'all. You're gonna have to stay on me today. No fidgeting. Don't let me do this. Don't let me sit here and mess with the placement of individual hills. It's gonna hold us back. Sloyd, happy Map Friday, man. Welcome in. Harpy says, yay Friday. Yay Friday indeed, y'all. Let's get to it. Me, myself, and I said are using Incarnate, map making site. I'm sure I spelled that wrong. You spelled it correct. Sorry. Me, myself, and I. You spelled it correct, and you were also correct. It is Incarnate. Good eye. Alright, y'all. I think I need to do this border down here a little bit better, too. But I don't know what this border looks like. Synergy says, I love world building. I've been doing it all week. Yeah, rock on, man. Let's go. World building's too fun. Especially when it comes to maps. That's my way of really indulging it. Gearbox says, alright, Chad, I need to go or I'll procrastinate my way to not getting anything done. That is a man with a clear mission right there. Gearbox, respect, my dude. You know what's up. You gotta keep in motion. Once you slow down, things get dangerous. Go get it done, buddy. Yo, how do we do the border between this, like, swamp and a frozen desert down here? What I'm thinking is we color shift some plants. We take these plants, let's make them a little bit smaller because they're gonna like trickle out, right? And then we're gonna color shift them. So they look like they're kind of dying. They're kind of snow covered in one area. I think that's how we do this. It's kind of like that, and now we're gonna get all of them highlighted, and we're gonna mess with their color. Yuck Lee, you said, are there any fantasy cartography jobs? If there are, sign me up. Sign me up. Autark of the Wilds, I'm doing well. I also looked up your name after stream so I could say it correctly. What's the review? Do I get top marks? Autark of the Wilds. Welcome back in, dude. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. We're still waking up a little bit. My body did not want to get up today. It was sleeping through the alarm, being like, don't we have something we got to get up and do? And I was like, nah, we can stay in bed longer. Autark, I stream every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time. Pretty consistently. Yo, I don't know if I can hue these into being white. There we go. We can get a little bit of a dead color there. So let's do that. We're gonna start there. Anayat, hello from New York. All right, good to see you. Welcome in. New York, huh? I didn't know that. City or state? All right, y'all. I know I said I'm gonna finish this map today. That is the plan. So let me just get this little transition done. I want these to go white, but I'm not sure with the hue settings I can really make a true white. So I think dead's gonna have to be as close as we can get. Maybe if we turn brightness down? No. There we go. Hold on. Brightness up. Contrast down. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking, y'all. We can make it work. We have the tools. Yeah, I'm liking that now. What's up? How's that for a transition into the snowy area? Yeah, it's gonna look good. Let's go. Yo, I'm stoked about that. I can't believe that worked. Maybe we just need to get it in a little bit denser, perhaps. Kind of something like this. Drag it nice and down behind my head. A little bit more sparse now. There we go. I'm proud of that transition. Rocking and rolling. Let's go, y'all. Good start. Anaya, you said both. It's a layover flight, so I'm not sure. Ah, okay. So you're probably you're at one of the airports that's like hard to tell exactly where it's at, right? Sleepy, what's up, man? Welcome in. Good to see you. I love your logo. Every time I see it, I feel like I have a Witcher joining my my chat. Every time I see that red, I don't know, it's like a wolf's head. It looks cool. Ghost 13, baby, welcome in. It is called Incarnate. Incarnate.com. It's a free map making site. Me, myself, and I, you said I'm going to follow, have to go, but this is very good. I have such a hard time scaling down. Oh, I know, man. I have a hard time with the scale as well. But thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate the follow. I hope you have a good day, me, myself. Ghost, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. Here, I'll drop it in chat for you because the name's a little weird. Incarnate.com. Y'all, welcome in. Happy Map Making Friday to you. This is our map as it stands now, and my goal today is to finish it. I think we can get there. What do you think? What do you think, folks? We've been working on this for several weeks now, probably 5 weeks, if I had to guess. And we're gonna knock this bad boy out today. I feel like I sound hoarse today. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. I've been feeling better since about Tuesday-ish. Got some good rest this week. But now, yeah, I'm feeling better, but I'm running a practice 5K today, and then I'm running a 5K Sunday morning, and then I have 2 to 3 hours of hockey practice, depending on how much I think I can push myself on Sunday. So it's not going to be the most restful of weekends. It'll be very fun, but I think a 5K in the morning and then 3 hockey practices in a row is a little bit too much on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll figure that out. Going to be probably 5K and 2 practices. And then I'm going to eat a lot of food. Wheezing Weasel says the map's coming together. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think there's a few things I'd like to touch up. So I'm going to do those real quick, and then we're going to move on to this region right here, which is really the last blank spot on the map. We're going to get that bad boy cleaned up, filled in. That'll be good to go. I would like these mountains. I've still never been happy with their transition. I want them to go from red to snow-covered and kind of cold, and I'm just not pleased. It's still a little bit too sharp a transition, so we're gonna fidget with that a little bit. Ghost, you said take care of yourself in between. Paul, that's quite a bit of physical exertion. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, but we'll get there. Just keep me in your thoughts and prayers for Monday morning after all that. It's gonna be tough. Nalan Nader, you said, dude, saw this yesterday. You've come a long way since just then. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Chat's been really helping. Chat helped me build this swamp yesterday. I had some really great ideas on how to do it, and I am so pleased on how this swamp turned out. Well done, chat. Rich, welcome in, man. Good to see you. How you been? Happy Friday. Hope you got some good plans for this weekend. Got something you're excited about? Good Man's Guide to Books. She said I had to break my writing hole. I had to break my writing hole and say hello. You inspired me to write again, and I'm 10K words into a new project, and it's going well. So thank you, man. Respect. Congratulations to you, dude, and thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so glad that you're writing again and feeling good about it. That's awesome, dude. You're the second one to tell me that this week. As well as someone who told me that they have read a book after my stream. They read a book for the first time since high school. And y'all, that's insane. I'm not emotionally mature enough to process that. That's really cool. Thank you to both of y'all, all three of y'all, for letting me know that. Like, wow, y'all, that's nuts. And congrats to you, good man. Rock on, man. But Goodman, as you know, if you got any questions as you're moving through that book, please let us know. We are here for publishing and book and writing Q&A, so we're more than happy to help with all that. You just let us know, man. We got your back. Rich, you said you're off today, so you're going to spend the day in the booth. Rock on, man. I think there was something. What else did I see? Slindy, there it is. Good morning, Slindy. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You said your copy of Wriggly Little Hands shipped? Let's go. Get that in. I hope you enjoy it. How do I do these mountains? TJ the Jet 8 started making a map for my first book I'm writing yesterday after seeing this. Thank you, dude. Y'all are awesome. Thank you very much for letting me know. I'm so pumped about that. I'm really happy to hear that for y'all. Keep going, man. Keep doing creative stuff for fun, y'all. That's awesome. Y'all make me way too happy when you tell me that. And like I say, if you got questions with it, please let me know. Hit me up. Hit up, the Discord or are here on stream, and we got the answers for you, or at least an attempt at them. Ian, thank you for the tiny dinies, my dude. Appreciate you. Slindy for the heart me, re-up in the stream team. Ian, welcome in, by the way. Good to see you, man. Wow, chat's going so fast. Thomas Carver, welcome in, buddy. Are you exercising today? I mean, the Doors of Stone hasn't released, so I think you are. Paul, you said you legitimately reignited my love of reading. I had fallen in the TikTok void and hadn't read anything in years. Man, y'all, stop with the nice stories and stuff. You're overwhelming me here. I'm really glad to hear that, Paul. I am, man. Seriously, rock on. I don't know how to respond, but that's sick, man. I'm so excited. Yeah, you were tearing through them. You were reading books like crazy. Stamped mountains. I'm gonna gradually transition them. Transition. I can't say it. Transition. We're gonna gradually transition. I can't say it. We're gonna gradually transition. Why can't I say that? Am I having a stroke? Transition. There we go. See, it's not so hard. We're going to gradually transition them from red to this more faded color, kind of a grayish color. So, like, these are the full reds in here. We're going to take this bad boy. We're going to go down to its hue. I'm not going to mess with that. Mess with the saturation, though. We're just going to pull that saturation down a little bit. A little bit too much, maybe. Kind of like that. Maybe size it. Nah, that was a good size. Leave it right on in here. Boom. All right, so now we kind of have a good transition from the bright red of the volcano down to the more snow-covered gray plain we have down here. Here's another good example of it right here. I just worked on this one to boom, 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 boom. I think this one, though, could be a little more I'm getting too fidgety, y'all. I'm getting too specific. Chat, I know see there's a lot of chat there. Let me catch up with that in just a moment. I don't like missing stuff. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's the wrong stamp. Oops. Hold please. I'm trying to recreate this mountain right here in the middle. It's got two peaks. It's got to be... Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. Alright, well, we're just not going to find the exact stamp. It's going to be this one. It's going to be this one now. Can't find the exact one? Just pick a new one. And we're going to turn that saturation down a little bit. It probably needs to go down a little bit more. There we go. We're going to move you. You go in its place. In fact, now that I see it next to the other mountain, I think the saturation needs to go down even a little bit more. Boom. And we're going to make you smaller because you're part of the transition. Like right here. And then we're going to throw one more. Where'd this little one go? I don't know. It's got to go somewhere, right? That's a little too crowded, maybe. I'll just throw it down here. Alright, chat. I saw that go popping off in there. My goodness. Thomas, you said probably going to do fitness boxing tonight. I got that fitness boxing for Switch. Hey, rock on. That's a good exercise. Boxing will keep you going. Slendy, you said I was very good this week, too. I went on multiple walks and took only like 2 naps. A record. Hey, good for you, Slendy. Rock on, man. I think you've earned that milkshake. Sleepy, let's all wait a while Alex clears this stroke. Hey, bearded eggplant, welcome in, my guy. And nope, yes, this is Incarnate. Hey, welcome in, folks. Glad to have you. We are going to finish this map today. Been working on it for several weeks now with chat. And it's time to get her done. Ghost Baby, how did I miss your gift? Thank you. Thank you for the 5 tiny dinies. I appreciate you. Rock on, dude. In here for the first time and you're already throwing gifts around? Man, you're generous. I appreciate you. Y'all, what do we do to finish off these mountains? I feel like everything in the map, I'm really glad with I'm really happy with the density of areas. But this like desert, this cold snow-covered desert down here, I don't know what we're doing with it. It just looks a little bit barren, which it is. It is barren, but like, what are we doing? What are we covering it with? I don't know what we fill in there. Like, how do I represent snow? It's just snow and ash and sadness. TJ says Ice Castle. I mean, yeah, we could get something like that going. I'd like to do something a little more natural. Ooh, hold on. We got snow-covered trees, y'all. Could do something like that. Don't mind the little teeny tiny tree I placed. Look at that little guy. It's a little speck. Eric Peterson, you said, what's the use of these maps in the end, or is it just making the map fun? Or is just making the map fun? I mean, por qué no los dos? Making the map is very fun. I do enjoy it. But this one was just created for stream with the community. But we're going to, if we pop over here, my book in the top middle here, Wriggly Little Hands. It's about goblins on a road trip. That's coming out May 27th. And I want the next map we make to be from that book. So we're gonna make one from my books next. That's why we're pushing to finish this one up today, so we can get on making that next week. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Ghost, you said I'm genuinely enjoying the stream. Thank you for this. Well, thank you, Ghost. Hey, it's a give and take, right? It's both ways. It's what I always say. Y'all are my caffeine in the morning. Like I'm hitting the coffee, but y'all get me more pumped up than anything. So I appreciate y'all. Thomas, you're going to finish Words of Radiance this month, and your next read is Wriggly. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy it. It's gonna be a very big tonal shift from Words of Radiance to my goofy little goblin book. Kevin, the map making platform is a website called inkcarnate.com. Let me put it in chat for you. Boom, Incarnate. Y'all, thank you for the kind words. Y'all are being extra nice today. What's going on? I don't deserve this kindness. Come on now. Ooh, here we go. We can throw a snowman in there. The perfect way to spruce up our frozen desert wasteland, right? Okay, we got kind of ice cave. Oh my goodness. Good golly gracious, that's big. We got an ice cave aesthetic. I don't think that's going to stick in there, but we could put it in, you know. What else we got? Paul says we can balance it out with meanness if you want. Oh, here we go. There's the kind of tree I was looking for. A little more photorealistic tree. A little less of a... I mean, photorealistic. We're using that term real loosely here. But the other one was more of like a drawing you'd see on a map. Yeah, the snowman does kind of have cartoon colors. We could just desaturate him a bit. He'll look all right. We could get him to fit in here. Something like that. He fits right in. Actually, you know what? Bad news, Frosty. It's 85 degrees outside. Sorry, man. Not your time. Artark, you said, what made you decide to become an author? Dude, I just read so many books as a kid, like constantly, and I just one day was like, man, I like these stories so much, I want more of them. I guess I could just write them myself. Like, I could just do this. So I started writing around middle school, and just kind of never stopped. Think I quickly kind of figured out that was what I wanted to do more than anything else. And so that's what we did. I think it was just really good stories, and being an only child made me kind of figure out that was the play. Y'all, those trees are so creepy. I hate and love them all at the same time. I feel like they'd be oily, these trees. Like, they're definitely going to cut you up because they're, like, thorny. They're 100% haunted. No doubt they're haunted. But I feel like they'd have an oily sheen on them as well. Just lovely, lovely specimens. So I'm thinking we can fill in the waste here. The worm waste. Which I think it's really this area more than it is the lake. So I need to change this text because that would imply that it's the lake, and it's not. Let's get that spacing up on it to show that this is a big area. Well, one, we can be a little cheaty, and we can put the text over some things, and that kind of fills things in enough, and makes it, look like there's more there than there actually is. But then I'm thinking we can fill the rest of it in with these creepy old trees, and then some less creepy trees up north. Artark, you said, what book of yours do you recommend to read first? Well, thank you for the question, and I always love it when people ask this one. Well, what are you into, Artark? Let me know. I think Paul answered. He said, I started with the Far Wilds and love it. Huge Jurassic Park vibes. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Far Wild, top right. It is Jurassic Park vibes. I'd start with that, or if you're into grittier stuff, a little more like Dragon Ball Z focused, I'd go with Servant of Rage. Those are solid places to begin. Thomas Carver says 3 biggest influences. Go. Mine are... This is Thomas's answer. Catch-22, Treasure Island, and Dracula. Those are solid answers, my dude. Yeah, those are solid. 3 biggest influences for me. I mean, Terry Pratchett, Jurassic Park, and Joe Abercrombie. I'm reading his newest book right now and just in love with it. So good. Dude's an absolute menace of an author. He's incredible. I love his stuff. I need to make sure these trees are the size of my other trees. We got to keep that scale going, you know? My weak point. So, something like... I'm going to go like... Hold please, I got them. I messed the proportions up. Something like that. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see. That's behind the text. That's about the same size. We'll roll with that. That's going to be the scale for this forest out here. Sloyd said, did you guys know there is a monster that lives down in Witherworm? I fully believe it. I mean, look at that place. It's creepy as all get out. Of course there's monsters living there. Little Hands, you started making a map yourself yesterday. Rock on. Hey, and welcome back. Good to see you again. Good on you for making the map, man. Rock on. I hope it's going well. I hope you're having fun with it. Phil, if you're in the Discord, feel free to drop it on in there in the Art Share channel. I'm sure we'd love to look at it and say nice things about it. Folks, if you're not in the Discord, here's the link in chat, or you can go to my bio and grab it there. We'd love to have you. Come hang out with us. Nope, you said I had to cancel my Incarnate because my yearly subscription was coming up and I'm broke and now sad. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, they got the free tier though, and there's nothing wrong with the free tier. I'm a huge fan of it. I used the free tier. I literally am only off the free tier because I'm doing it on stream and I didn't want to have any kind of thing slowing down if we're working it on stream. I wanted to just kind of be free to go ham on it, kind of like I'm doing on this forest. But I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That's rough. I do like that I just searched snow bush in in the asset library, and it just gave me results for snow and then results for bushes. Which, I mean, look, technically you're not wrong. I did kind of want, bushes with snow on them, but snow and bushes, I mean, all right, that's a valid interpretation. I'm gonna see if I can turn this one white. Let's see what we can do here. That ain't it yet. 1992 Toyota swapped 6.6 liter V8. Man, you're changing up the name all the time. Every time I see you, but as long as you got the 1992 Toyota in it, it doesn't matter what's come next, right? TJ, you said, what about making those creepy trees covered in like black fog? Always dark there, even in the daytime. Ooh, it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun, TJ. Buick Space Wagon, welcome in, my guy. Good to see you. I like the pairing of Buick Space Wagon and 1992 Toyota swap 6.6 liter V8 in chat. These names play together in a fun way. Come on, Alex. I know we can make a snowy bush. I made snowy swamp plants earlier. We can make a snowy bush. There we go. That's close. That's kind of there. We're almost white. Kind of like that. I think I'm gonna roll with it. We could probably do better, but we'll see what we can do. Wow, they're way too big though. We'll make them smaller. We can do this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I missed one, y'all. Shame. Poor shame. Alright, now I need him to... I kind of built this forest... Oh, I'm sorry, y'all couldn't see it. I built this forest wrong. I should have built it from the bottom layer up. Forest, the ground, the underlayer, the bushes, then the trees. That way the trees tower over things. But your boy messed up. Oh boy, chat, you are flying today. Let's see. Thomas, you hear good things about Joe Abercrombie, but you haven't read any of his stuff yet. You should start with his newest book, The Devils. It's first in a new series. It's a good place to start. Baylock A says, where do you get these maps to create? It's called Incarnate.com. It's a website. I'll put it in chat for you. Hey, Joint Light Tactical Vehicle. What's up on YouTube? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Oh no, did my YouTube stream go down? I think my YouTube stream's down again. Let me see. It's been doing that lately. It's just been dropping off the face here. No, it's still going. It's still rolling. Okay. I think. I'm gonna actually like just literally go look at it on YouTube and see if it's there. It's been like just falling off. I mean, it says I'm live. It's been doing that lately. It's just been dropping. Yeah, I think it's good. I don't know. Hopefully it's still there. Yeah, it looks like it's doing good. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Nope. You said, to be honest, I didn't use it enough to pay for it. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. Nothing wrong with the free version of Incarnate. I think it's totally fine. Yo, I'm very disappointed in this snow forest. We got to do better with it. I'm not loving it yet. We need some more trees. Little hands, busy minds. You said it's a learning curve to get it to do what I want. Yeah, you'll get there. Keep playing with it. It's a lot of fun once you get there. Good news is it's fun as you learn. Aaron, welcome in. You said finishing the map today. I see. Any plans on what to do with the map when you're done? I don't have any plans for when it's done. Really, I gotta think on that. Ghost, you joined the Discord? Rock on. Happy to have you there. I'm excited to see some new faces around there. Thanks for joining. Seeker, Guten Morgen, my friend. V Gates. What is it? Something bis du. I can't remember what. My German's too fleeting. Anyway, Guten Morgen, V Gates. You said, guess what? I just wrapped up line edits for my short story. Almost ready to submit it. Dude, rock on. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, man. Is that going to Writers of the Future? Paul, I hope you enjoy your breakfast, my guy. Thanks for being here. Happy to see you. Let us know what you have for breakfast. Getting hungry on stream is like a tradition around here. Alright, I'll grab some more snowy trees. They're so tiny. Why so tiny? Riders of the Future. Alright, Seeker, let's go, man. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it goes well. I'm pulling for you. Fingers crossed. And yeah, my stream's still going on YouTube, so I don't know. I'm getting data readout errors over here on my stream side of things, so we're just not going to worry about it. That's the thing. I'm always hungry. Yeah, I feel that. Well, you're in the right place, man. Yo, I'm really not digging this forest. I don't know why. It's just not. Let's look at my other forests that I do like. Why do I like them more, you know? Hey, Seeker, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Oh, it's definitely too uniform. I think it's also just like I need like these little extra foliage. I need extra like bushes and stuff to break it up. So let's grab. I made these for the swamp, but let's pull these up on in here. We're gonna throw some of these in. I think that's really gonna break things up. Too many trees. Too samey. Get these bushes out of here. All right, now let's put some of these in here. We got to scale them down a little bit. Oh, let's just try to throw some of these down in here. I don't know. I'm still just not loving it. Something about these white trees just ain't doing it for me. Muffball, it's a map making program called inkcarnate.com. Check it out. It's free. It's got a paid tier as well. Man, just not satisfied with that. I don't know. Maybe that ain't the play. Maybe that's not the forest. Yeah, Pokemon, you're spot on. Good guess. Pokemon collector, I'm gonna need to know. We got a question around these parts that's got to be asked. What's your favorite gin? All right, maybe we don't mess with the worm waste right now. Maybe we just kind of leave it, cause I'm really, this forest just ain't doing it for me. So we're gonna nuke it from orbit. Sorry, forest, but you ain't doing it. Might come back to it later. Yes, I could highlight them all at once and delete, but this feels a little more personal, a little more vindictive. Gen 1 through 4 Pokemon. I agree with you there. Um, I'm replaying through Gold right now. Um, it's been a lot of fun. I'm really reliving my childhood with it. Yeah, Pokemon. We're thinking. You said it's interesting that there is a forest on the southwest of the map. We are thinking this is more of a southern hemisphere island, so it's actually warmer in the north, and it gets colder the farther south you go. Not really any intention behind it, but just kind of how things shook out. It's like South America, right? Southern tip of South America. It's warmer the more north you go. JJ said the app looks awesome. Same with the map. Well, thank you. The app and the map. Appreciate the follow too, man. Thank you. Welcome in. It's incarnate.com if you're looking for the program. Alright, we're going to leave the warm waste for now. Maybe we come back to that. But y'all, I'm real happy with everything else on this map. Except for our blank space here. So we got to do this. That's today's focus. That's what we're doing, y'all. So let's figure it out. I mean, the purple indicates a city. So we're going to have a city of some sort here. So let's start with that, because I think the city is going to be bigger than the purple region would indicate. So we're going to start there, and then we'll fill in what's left. So this is the port town, the last city on our map, y'all. What are we going to do with it? What do we want it to look like? I guess we need to start with an aesthetic. So let's go to the asset library. I'm sorry y'all can't see this too well, but I'm scrolling through a bunch of stamps basically, and I'm just gonna see what we got for housing structures. Like what kind of theme can we follow here? All right. We got something like this. I'm just gonna drop some stuff in the ocean so we can see it. Got a house like that. It's got like a little steeple type building. Like that's not too bad. That's kind of cool. But let's see what else we got. That's a good submission right there. Little Hands, you said, what's your favorite feature of Incarnate? It's definitely the ability to just paint really easily. Like I love, like say I'm working on this area right here. I love that I can grab like a brush and paint in on it. It's low opacity right now. And then you can kind of paint over that, and you can mix the colors together in a way. It's almost like wet on wet painting. I really like it. You can totally make some really nice color combinations and blend things together nicely. I mean, what I made there looks like fruit going bad, but I really love that. That's my favorite feature for sure. Okay, I went a little too deep here. Undoing these changes is taking a hot minute. Seeker, you said, what's your average word count of your novels? I aim for around 100,000 for traditional fantasy novels, 100,000 words. For comedy, like Wriggly Little Hands, I like a little bit shorter. So if we pull them up here, like The Far Wild on the top right and Servant of Rage in the top left, those are 100,000 to 115,000 words, and then Wriggly Little Hands is like 80,000 words, because comedy's typically shorter. Yeah, there you go. Slendy says, don't forget to save. Good call, Slendy. Good call. We'll get that save in there. Christian, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by on our Fantasy Map Friday. Aaron and not Chase Garrett, thank you for re-upping that stream team. I appreciate y'all. Always a pleasure to have you on there. Kayla Browning says, Map Friday. It is indeed, Kayla. Welcome in. Good to see you. How you been? We just talked yesterday, so hasn't been too long, but good to see you again. All right, y'all. I'm gonna keep looking for houses here. I need like seaside cottages type dealio for this town, but I'm not finding it yet. Let's do, instead of looking up village, let's look up city. That's giving me entire cities though. I kind of want to build it building by building because of the scale we're at. Okay. This is a little something. I don't mind that. That's an option. What else we got going? This is a cool aesthetic, but it's a specialized stamp. It doesn't have any others to go with it. It's like, it's kind of cool, but Kaylee, you're not very impressed with the house options in this program? You can make your own assets and upload them, I'm pretty sure, and then place them on the map. I've found it enough for my purposes, but yeah, we'll see. The next map we're going to make is going to require more houses, so I guess we'll dive into that. Come on now. Let's get some houses going. Oh, this is cool. Y'all want a tree house? I kind of dig that. That's not the aesthetic we're going for in this town, but it's pretty cool. Joe Schmo, you've used Wonder Draft for that same reason. Interesting. The Incarnate Rebellion has begun. I'm a little bit limited in my house options because typically I like to work in watercolor cities as the asset library. But it gives you buildings that are top down, right? It's a 2D top down view, kind of like this one. And we made this map isometric. So we have to stay in the fantasy world or fantasy regional libraries so we can get isometric buildings like this one. And I think we might have found our set here. I'm kind of liking these guys. Let's see, are there a bit more in that stamp family that I can pull from? I like these kind of squat stone buildings that I'm dropping all around. Those could be the aesthetic for this town. A little bit of purple thrown in there. Those are a little bit different. Hey, Seeker, have a good day at work, my dude. Get that Friday done. Get that Friday done and get on home. Yeah, okay, I dig this. I dig this. We found the aesthetic for this town. So we're going to do these. I'm going to throw them over here in the ocean for a minute. And we'll remember that these are what we're using. And what I want to do is I'm going to color shift everything to be the same color. So let's do that real quick. Pull them down here. And this is my example. So you see, I want to keep them... see, it's a port town, so I'm going to go with blue. Hey, good morning, Bert. Good to see you. Good to see you. Has the writing kept going, my guy? Keeping that inspiration flowing? All right, y'all. So I'm going to pick a hue for these. I kind of want like a bright blue if it's going to be near the ocean. So let's see what we can do here. There we go. So something kind of like that, maybe. I'm just going to put this down here as a sample stamp. A stample, you could say. And if it's hanging out down here, see, it's a little too samey. It's a little too samey to the ocean colors, so I want to change it up. Something that's going to stand out. Let's get that saturation, get the brightness up. Maybe green's going to look too close to the trees. Joe Schmo, you said I made an isometric city map with Incarnate years back. It was really good. I loved how easy it is. Yeah, that's why it's so fun, man. It's like a video game, really. That's super fun. I dig the isometric city, though. That's a fair bit of work in there. You got a lot to consider when you're making it like that. I tend to do mine 2D because they're really just for my own, imagination. They're not supposed to look good. They're just supposed to kind of keep my brain in the right place. Alright, do we like the light green? Maybe we need to go with something more of a red. I was thinking we'd want blue, but maybe red's the play. If we can get it there. I'm changing saturation, not hue. I wanted to be changing hue. Come on now. Saturation, reset this, reset this. Let's see what we can do here. We can get purple. Alright, we're going to roll with that. I'm liking the purple. So that's our example building. Mr. Baloney Man, welcome back in, my guy. How you doing? Been a couple days. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming on back. Jayco Jill, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Welcome in. How's your Friday going? Clay Connor, back again. My dude, hello, hello. Thanks for coming back. It was a pleasure meeting you yesterday. We're just color shifting some buildings here. Don't mind me. How's your Friday going? Alright, so y'all, we're going to go for very purpley. Very purpley for this town. And the reason I'm color shifting these is once I do that, when I paste more of them from its stamp family, they're going to maintain the color that I'm picking, which is going to be very useful. Oh, thank you, Clay. Yeah, maps rocking. We're getting there. Pretty good overview. We just need to finish this region right here, which is today's goal. So let's get on it. Little Hands, you said, what's your favorite book you've written so far? Well, thank you for asking. It's got to be Wrigley Little Hands, top middle. A lot of people told me like comedy's not a good use of my time, and it's not going to sell, and I had some publishers being like, I really like this, but I don't know how to sell it. A lot of people turned it down because they just thought that fantasy isn't profitable enough. And hey, they might be right, but I greatly enjoyed writing it, and I cannot wait to get it out to y'all. So that's my answer there for sure. Hey, it's on Amazon now. You can pick up a copy of the paperback if you want, or the ebook and the audiobook are on pre-order. So give it a look. Also, I have finally pulled that snippet of the audiobook that I said I'd get y'all, so we can listen to that today. Should be a good time. I'm thinking maybe we play it for the first time on stream today. What do you think? Y'all want to hear it? A little teaser from the audiobook? We can make it happen. Wow, thank you for the follows. 2 in a row there with Tiana and Banch9. Welcome in, guys. Thank you. Banch, let me know if I'm saying that right. You said, do you have any inspiration for books like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones? Well, I have read both and love both. They're really good books. So they definitely inspire me, whether I know it or not. Like, they're in there in the creative pool that we draw from. I think Terry Pratchett's work is really big for me. I'm really kind of following that. The older I get and the more the more confident I get in my writing, the more I move towards Terry Pratchett type stuff. I really find joy in that comedy. All right, y'all. I think these are all close enough. These houses are all of the same color family now. Now we can start placing them. Beyond the Covers, Houston, Texas. Hey, what's up? Thank you for that wonderful book fair that you did, y'all. If you don't know, we had a book fair in downtown Houston thanks to Beyond the Covers. Here was my promo graphic for it when we were getting set up. It was a roaring success. Had an absolutely lovely time there. So big shout out to that. They'll be doing another one, and I can't wait to be there. And I'll be telling you all about it as we get there. It's gonna be a good time. But for now, y'all, we're working on the map. Gonna finish it today. I'm pumped. Y'all ready to finish this bad boy? Jacob, thank you for re-upping on the stream team, man. Appreciate you. There was something else I missed in there. Where was it? Ashen Titan, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Appreciate that. Y'all are too kind. Chat, you are popping off. I'm trying to just keep up with it. Little Hands, Busy Minds, you said you have to find the right demographic. The D&D demographic would eat it up. Yeah, I think they would, Little Hands. Wrigley Little Hands right here. I think the D&D graphic is perfect for it. Demographic. D&D demographic. That's a lot of D's. Would eat it up. And we got some ads coming out on some D&D podcasts. So it's actually really cool because we get to support other shows that we like, other creators that we like while advertising the book. It's just such a lovely combo. It feels like good vibes all around. I'm a huge fan. Beyond the Covers, you said September or October for the next event. You just had your first planning meeting? Let's go. Yeah, keep us updated. I can't wait to be there. It's going to be awesome. We just did the other one on a whim, and it was incredible. Can't speak highly enough of it. We loved being there. Ooh, why is that color wrong? That is not the same color. That's all right. We're gonna color over it anyway. We're gonna put where this purple is just stand-in for where the town's going. So no worries. This is just a reset on this region. Little Hands, you said your friend's in Houston. I'll tell her to check it out. Yeah, it's going to be a little while before the next one, but I'm excited. Excited for it for sure. Bo, good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Y'all, it's Friday. We made it. The weekend is nigh. It's almost time to go get out of work and go off and do our own thing. Hope y'all got some good plans this weekend. Like I said, my plans are going to be to rest very hard on Saturday because I'm running a practice 5K today. I'm running a 5K Sunday morning, and then I have 3 hockey practices in a row, and I don't think I can physically do all of that. So I guess it's going to be 5K, take a nap, and then we'll just do 2 hockey practices maybe. So we got a big tournament coming up next weekend, so we're trying to get ready for it. Tiana, you said I just got into Lit RPG and always loved fantasy. I'm really excited to check out your work. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Tiana. A solid place to start, if you're just into Lit RPG, is Rise to Glory or Warden down on the bottom right, bottom center. Warden is a part of the completed Nova Online trilogy, and it's sci-fi lit RPG, but it's meant to be like introductory, to kind of get you into the lit RPG genre. And Rise to Glory is similar, but it's a standalone and it's fantasy. So those are solid places to start if you don't mind my recommendation. Beyond the Covers, you said you joined late. What are we doing today? So Beyond the Covers on Fridays, we do what we call Fantasy Map Fridays. And we made this map with chat over the last few weeks on Fridays, just kind of talking it out and putting this together. It's just an all-original map. We'll start next week on Friday working on one for Wrigley Little Hands. But yeah, we kind of build the maps together. I take input from chat, and we get there. Just a little bit of a fun treat on Fridays, a little different from our. This is what it might normally look like when we're doing our writing streams or our any bookish publishing, writing focused things. We kind of mix it up. We're still fine in the stream format, but Fridays we do maps. Thank you for the follow there, Grumpy Mungie. Grungy Mungie. That's a fun name. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Legendary Haitian. The website is called Incarnate. I'll put it in chat for you, assuming that I can type. There we go. Incarnate.com. It's a free map maker, and you can have a lot of fun with it. I treat it like a video game, man. I legitimately spend my leisure time doing this. Alright, let's make these buildings the right size. We're going to put it over here. And we're going to look at our existing buildings, and we're going to scale it down to be the same size. Thereabouts. Maybe a bit bigger, because this is a little farming village, we've decided. So over here is like a proper port town. So we're going to make these buildings a little bit bigger than the farming village, as you might expect would be the case. We're going to just scale them all like this. And like I said, now the stamp properties are going to follow. So as I stamp more of these in, they're going to take on these colors and this size. So easy mode. Easy mode for making the map. Elsie, good morning. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the 2 days in a row. Good to have you both times. All right, y'all, I don't like to call out names right when they join unless they chat, but I do have to give a special shout out to Wandering Willow Whimsies. That is a tongue twister if ever I heard one. You are trying to trip me up. I like it. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Oh, interesting. This one's got like an antenna going off top of it. What's going on there? This is supposed to be from the fantasy pack. That's kind of giving me sci-fi vibes. Get out of here. No technology. It's a fantasy map. There we go. We only want chimneys on top of our houses. So y'all, I'm realizing we got a bit of an issue here, but we're going to fix it up. So, hey, Flame Lotus on YouTube. What's up, dude? Welcome in. You said you're graduating college today? My dude. Let's go. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube, but also, welcome in and congrats, my guy. What are you graduating in? What's your degree? What's your degree going to be in? Harpy, thank you for the 10 popular votes. Appreciate you. And Beyond the Covers for joining the stream team. And Jacob as well. Thank you, y'all. The heart me. I love it. I appreciate that. No, Flame, for real. Congratulations, college graduate. Y'all, wait, hold on. We gotta get the fireworks going here. Fireworks for the college graduation. yeah, it's the celebration for hitting the word goal, but today it's the celebration for Flame Lotus graduating. Well done, my dude. Congratulations. Alicia Quinn, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Y'all, if you are looking for bookish events in Houston, make sure you follow Beyond the Covers in chat. They're doing some really cool stuff in Houston. Their first event was rockin'. I cannot wait to go back. What was I? Oh, I had a problem I was going to call out. So, y'all, we made this map before there were any houses or anything on it, right? These buildings are now scaled to the correct scale of our map. But we can't really do a city if we can only fit about 2 of these side by side. So I think our peninsula here is a little bit small. I think we're going to need to make it bigger. But hey, 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. Because I told you a while ago, I'm just not happy with these little islands. They're just, I don't know, they don't feel right to me. So you know what we're going to do? Goodbye, islands. We're just going to wipe those out. And then we're just going to add to the land right here. We're gonna make this peninsula. Oh, sorry, I was changing the wrong setting and wondering why my brush wasn't getting smaller, because I was changing smoothness, not brush size. We're gonna add to this peninsula and make it a bit bigger. That's a little too random for me though. The roughness needs to come down, or needs to go up a little bit. Oh boy, nope, that was the wrong direction. My apologies. This way. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Thought I was about to pull a Pangea. Fred Hicks says, is that Florida? Man, it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? A lot of folks have been saying the general shape is like a seahorse, but I don't know. It does kind of look like Florida. It's just been horizontally flipped, right? You got like Lake Okeechobee going on right here. This kind of looks like the tip, like, the Miami Metro. And then you got the Keys stretching off down here. Like, I could totally see it being Florida, y'all. Oh, Alicia, you liked the islands? I'm sorry. It was a personal vendetta on my part, but it was also necessary. Don't worry, the peninsula is gonna be great. We're gonna make it. We'll make up for them. Flame Lotus, you said you are graduating college with Creative Media Industries Bachelor's with a certificate in Game Design and Culture and a certificate in Film and Theater. Holy cow, let me read that again. Lotus, your degree is Creative Media Industries Bachelor with a certificate in Game Design and Culture and another certificate in Film and Theater. Lotus, you are busy. Rock on, though, dude. Rock on. That's awesome. Good on you. Seriously. Congratulations. Y'all, applause in the chat for Lotus with the college graduation today. That's what we love to hear. Rock on, dude. I don't even know what half of that means. It just sounds awesome. Thank you for the follow, HS84 and Billy Walker 88, y'all. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Welcome into Fantasy Map Friday, everybody. If you don't know, I'm author Alex Knight. I've been writing full time since 2018. These are my books here, my book ones at least. Top Row's Fantasy, Bottom Row's Lit RPG. Feel free to plug the titles into Amazon if you're interested. You can find them all there, or at authoralexknight.com. But y'all, welcome to Fantasy Map Friday. We stream every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time, and on Friday we wear pink. I mean, make fantasy maps. Make fantasy maps on Friday. So welcome in for it. We've been making this map over the last 5 weeks or so. With chat's input, so y'all have helped guide me, and we've made some really cool places like the little town of Wheatmere down here. They're agricultural. They got all their crops going on. We made the haunted city of Witherworm, our little ghost town. I'm a huge fan of this wizard tower we stuck in here. Just gotta put some Easter eggs in there. And then another chat requested Easter egg. If we really zoom it in, y'all, we got a little duck that lives in this tree up here. That was a special request from a member of chat, so we got a duck. But yeah, we've been making this the last couple weeks, and today I'm planning to finish it. So let's get to it, y'all. Dalton, you said Florida is kind of a fantasy land, so that makes sense. Yeah, it is. It is. Y'all, I miss Florida. I'm from Florida. I'm trying to get back there one day. We'll see. We'll see. Alto, the program is called inkcarnate.com. It's a website and a free map maker. I'll put it right there. Oh, JCCB also asked. There you go, guys. I put it in chat. Inkcarnate.com. Cecilia, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Zach Schmidt, you said, are the books available on Kindle? Yes, they are. All of these are Kindle Unlimited. So if you got that KU, man, you can go get them right now for the cost of your subscription. The only exception is Wriggly Little Hands. That's this bad boy right here. That one's not launched yet. The paperback is out for a soft launch. The ebook and audiobook are on pre-order with a May 27th launch date. If I can lead out of the way. There it is. So yeah, give them a look if you're interested. Beyond the covers, you said, I got to jump, but it was nice seeing you, and thanks for the gentle entry point into the day. Hey, you're welcome. Thank you for coming by. It was nice to see you again. Like I said, loved the event. Can't wait for the next one. And thanks for swinging by. Have a good Friday. HS, you said, are they cozy reads? HS, so let's see. Let's break it down. Wriggly Little Hands, top center, is going to be the coziest of them. I like to call it like it's a bit more chaotic. It's cozy vibes, kind of like if Terry Pratchett could be considered cozy. It's not full on like a Legends and Lattes. It's somewhere between that and a Terry Pratchett comedy book. So it's goofy, funny, low stakes. But the goblins are a little too... I mean, look at these guys. They're a little too chaotic to be considered cozy. But I think it's very cozy adjacent. The rest of them are not. The Far Wild, top right's like a fantasy Jurassic Park. And Servant Rage on the top left, Servant of Rage, is like Dragon Ball Z almost. Trenton, you said, looks like D&D. Yeah, we're good with that. Haley, you said, what program? It's called Inkcarnate. Let's pop it up here. Inkcarnate.com. It's a free fantasy map maker. Feel free to check it out. I highly recommend it. I have a ton of fun with it. Devin says Servant of Rage is definitely not cozy. Yeah, Servant of Rage not cozy at all. Bert, are they standalones? Let's see. Servant of Rage is part of a trilogy. It's book 1. I have sold the rights to books 2 and 3, so they will be coming out soon. Wriggly Little Hands is a standalone at the moment, but I will be writing a sequel. The Far Wild's a standalone. Warden, down here on the bottom right, is a trilogy, completed trilogy. Rise to Glory is a standalone, and Paragon on the bottom left is a 5-book series. 3 of those books are out. Book 4 is written, and book 5 I am writing. So yeah, there you go, kind of breaking it down a little bit. Thank you for asking, though. I appreciate it. All right, y'all, we got to get into the nitty-gritty of this town down here if we're going to finish it today. So let's get some stamps going. Devin, book 1 of Blood Rage of Servant of Rage is done. Obviously, book 2 is plotted but not written. But we will be working on that there coming up soon. It's one of my next projects I'm moving to after I finish Paragon 5. Super excited to write it. I know where it's going. I've wanted to write it for years now. I'm stoked to get it going. Y'all, I think we need a little castle in this city. Dalton, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate you. And thanks for being here. How's your Friday going? I hope it's going good. We're almost to the weekend. We're almost to the weekend, y'all. That's why we do Fantasy Map Friday here on Fridays, because it's our little treat before the weekend, you know? Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Now we got a purple castle. I think we can scale it down a little bit, but that seems like a great thing to sit like right here on the water. Just put it in there somewhere. JCCB, you said, I've been working on my book now for several months and it's very time intensive. Do you have any recommendations to self-publish? Well, JCC, you're in the right place, man. Normally the stream looks a little more like this, and we write live on stream and do publishing and writing Q&A, all that stuff. So by all means, ask away as you have questions with working on your book. Anything you run into, hit us with it. If it comes to self-publishing, my recommendation is to, it's hard if it's kind of your first book, but I would pitch your book to audio publishers. Like, sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what option I'm doing here. I would pitch your book to audio publishers like Soundbooth and Podium and whatnot. Look up who makes audiobooks. And I would pitch it to them because that's a cool way that you can sell your audio rights, get a little advance, and use that to pay for your cover, pay for your editing, etc. I really like that as a method for self-publishing. Get you a little bit of money up front, to help with things, because self-publishing's hard. All right, so I want to smooth the edges. Oh, here it is. I'm on star shape. What I need is circle shape. That's what I'm looking for. It's been so long since I've been sculpting land here that I was forgetting the brush tools. There we go. So now we're going to add. Y'all, what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to get a little bit of land around the edge of this castle to look like it's like really built in there. And then another tip I'm going to give you, we're going to use the line tool. And we're just going to outline the edge of this with it. And I've got my line tool set to blur. So when I release this click, boom, it's going to make like a shadow there. See, he's made this shadow. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And then we're going to stick it right around in here. This is a small change, but it gives the impression that your object is standing out of the terrain a little bit more. Fun size mommy. Mammy, thank you very much for the follow and the fun name. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Glad to have you. Y'all, if this is a big port town, it's got to have a stone bridge for sure. So let's go ahead and grab that. They can't have a little swinging rope bridge. No. We need something bigger than that. Oh, the welding Viking. You said I love when people are proficient at what they do. It makes it look so easy. Well, I appreciate that. I would say that I am far from proficient. Oh, that bridge is all messed up. I'm just learning as I go. But I appreciate that. That's kind of you to say. Y'all, we got to find a bridge. What if we grabbed... I already got a stone bridge down here. Let's copy paste. I think this bridge in its stamp pack... No, it's not going to work if I turn it 90 degrees. Oh, yeah, it is. What am I talking about? See, that's what I'm talking about with the proficiency. I'm like, it's not going to work. Turn it, and it clearly works. Okay, do that. Let's zoom out a little bit. We're going to rotate you. And we're going to size it up. Welding, the program is called Inkarnate. It's inkarnate.com. It's a free map maker. Fantasy map maker. I'm a big fan of it. I have way too much fun with it. I treat it like a video game half the time. Don't even always use it for my books. Sometimes we're literally just doing it for fun. This map is all original. We made it with chat over the last couple weeks. Been a ton of fun. Next one we do will be from this book of mine coming up. But that'll be next week. For now, we're finishing off this bad boy by putting our last city in. It's going to be a big old port town around here. Brooks Coleman, you said, how much is the program? I'm a new DM, and I would love to do something like this for my players. Brooks, I got good news for you, my guy. It is free $99. It's called inkarnate.com. I'll put it in chat for you. There it is. Inkarnate.com, free $99. There is a paid program, paid tier, if you're looking for something, the pro level. It's got a bit more assets, higher quality maps and stuff like that, higher resolution, I mean to say. But you don't need them. It's all good. The free tier will do it just fine. All right, y'all, I'm going to show you one of my favorite things about Inkarnate. I'm going to get rid of this bridge for the time being because I don't know if I'm going to use it. Y'all, so you see this bridge that I just got right here, right? It looks a little weird because here it's got a trick to it. This bridge in the center, its lines, it's got stone on the sides and it's got a little bit of a flowing water effect coming off of it. But the way this bridge works is it takes on the color of the background behind it. So if I paint, on the foreground. So if I paint it, it will just take on that color. So what you do is you can drop it somewhere, and just paint it the same color as the foreground, and then you get like the idea of a stone bridge, but that's got grass coming across it. So I've always loved that. I've always thought that was a really cool idea, the way they do that. You size it down and like, boom, right in there. It just fits right in. I love that. So what I'm going to use that for here is that we're going to have roads in this town. So we're going to grab our dirt. Let's see. My dirt, I have notes on this. It is the Fantasy World dirt. So we need to go to the Fantasy World Asset Library, and then we're going to search dirt, because there's just so many brushes and textures in here, y'all. Here we go. And we're just going to paint like this. Boom. So we're going to have, that's actually a little bit too big. Let's fix it real quick here. Get that brush size down. We're going to have a road going through this town, right? It's going to be something like this. We'll refine it. It's going to come right across the bridge, and the bridge is just going to like have a dirt top to it. So yeah, that's why I like that bridge. Taylor 10, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate that. And Brooks Coleman, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all, we make maps every Friday on this stream. Just try to start off the day, reward everybody. We made it to Friday. We can do something a little fun. So here we are, 7 a.m. Central Time. We kick it off. Rest of the week, we're always doing something creative writing or book focused. I'm a full-time author, so I'm always happy to take your questions about publishing and writing, books and the industry, anything y'all want to talk about. We're stoked to talk about it here. So happy Friday, y'all. And if you got questions about books or writing, publishing, all that fun stuff, hit me with them. And like I said, we're here every every weekday, 7 a.m. Central Time. Oh, Chase, don't be sorry to ask, my guy. Please ask away. We like questions. The program is called Incarnate. It's a free map maker online. I love it. PK Bonds, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Impage, my resident Incarnate expert. Y'all, you were saying I was good at Incarnate, and that's very nice of you. I appreciate that. But Impage in chat is the real pro here. My guy absolutely knows what's going on with Incarnate. He's really good. Cozy Latte, thank you for the follow. Here, toast my coffee to you, my guy. It's not a latte, but it's coffee at least. Chase Fink as well. Y'all, thank you. Follow train going on here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, y'all. For the new folks just popping in, I'll zoom out and show you the map where we're at. We made this with chat over the last couple weeks. It's almost done, y'all. I really want to finish it today because next week I want to make a map for my book that's coming out. We're going to go right into this goofy little world, and we're going to make a map that fits along with it. So that'll be next week's task. So this week, let's finish off this map. Impage, you said, do we really want the bridge to be dirt? Well, I like I think it's really stone, but it's dirt covered on top of it from people passing over. But I can see where you're coming from. It does look a little bit strange. What we could do, if we wanted, is grab this bridge, rotate it correctly, size it up, and boom. We got a stone bridge there. So we'll see which one we like best. I was excited to show off the way that this bridge takes on the color you paint on it, whereas this one will just always be what it is. So we'll figure it out. We'll see which one we want. That's still too big, though. We got to make that a bit smaller. Something kind of like that. Let's stretch it a bit. There we go. I almost want this one to be longer. I know there's a stamp where you can build your bridge. Slendy, you said, I'm really looking forward to my copy of Wriggly Little Hands. Should be here Sunday. Well, Slendy, I appreciate you ordering it. Y'all, if you don't know, these are my books. You can find them all on Amazon. Top Row's Fantasy, Bottom Row's Lit RPG. I totally lost my train of thought. You can find them on Amazon, an ebook, paperback, audiobook. But Wriggly Little Hands, my fantasy comedy here, coming out soon. You can get the paperback now on Amazon. But the ebook and the audiobook are on pre-order as well. So whichever format you want. You know what? Speaking of, actually, y'all. Speaking of, I have a little something special for you today. The regulars that have been hanging out with me, you guys know I've been teasing the audiobook of Wriggly Little Hands, right? I pulled something a little special, finally. Y'all want a little sample of the audiobook? I got a little clip I can play. B Ray, I just answered your books question. How timely. Yeah, these are all here. You can find them on Amazon or authoralexknight.com. But real quick, y'all, let's grab that audiobook sample. All right, you're gonna have to help me with the volume. I'm not sure if the volume's correct, so I'm gonna need you to let me know. I'm gonna start playing it, but y'all let me know if the volume is correct. Obviously, it's not yet. All right, so let's set the stage. Well, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, y'all. You let me know how the volume is on this, but we're gonna play a little audiobook sample from Wriggly Little Hands. Exclusive sample just for chat.
We're going to fail. You are going to mess this up, and the moment you do...
Actually, let's start it over, because I'm gonna say set the tone, set the scene here. The main character, let's pop back over, Ollie the Goblin, one of these little goobers in here, has just gotten a very important quest from the Dark Lord, and the Dark Lord's Lieutenant of Lament is not very happy about it. So this is the scene. You said volume's perfect, a little bit low. I bumped it up a little bit, so here we go, y'all. Wriggly Little Hands audiobook.
Goblin, you are going to fail. You are going to mess this up, and the moment you do, I will be here, waiting, ready, proficient. You are a joke, and a bad one at that, you squirmy little thing.
The Lieutenant of Lament seemed happy to hear that Ollie had gotten the job. "Ollie good squirmer," he said with a nod. The lieutenant didn't have a face but for the shadows inside her helmet, and yet it was apparent she was frowning.
"It is not my place to question the Dark Lord's cunning,"
she said, and it sounded more like a reminder than anything. "Big boss cunningest," Ollie chirped, skipping as he crossed the drawbridge above the moaning moat.
"How do you plan to complete such a long journey? Do you even have supplies, weapons, a map?"
The lieutenant briefly considered drowning Ollie in the moat and saving everyone some trouble. "Ollie do!" He smiled, then paused. "Wait, no. Ollie no have, but do have cousins."
"There's more of you. Wonderful."
"Many cousins." Ollie bounded away, taking the stairs down to the dungeon 2 at a time, which really amounted to a sort of rolling bounce from one to the next. The lieutenant glided after him, insubstantial legs carrying her swift and silent, but for the occasional clank of armor. "Goodbye, gruesome! Ollie on secret mission for Big Boss! No tell!" Ollie shouted. The only reply was a blood-curdling scream from behind a locked door. "Goodbye, Ashgeist! Ollie on secret mission for Big Boss! No tell!"
"The quest is not a secret if you tell the whole world about it,"
the lieutenant hissed, looming over the goblin's shoulder. "Oh!" Ollie's slapping feet came to a stop. "Ollie need lie, in case anyone ask what Ollie is do. Need smart lie. Clever lie. Good news, cousins! We go on road trip!"
So there we go. How was that, y'all? Do you enjoy the little audio sample? We'll show that off a few more times. I see a lot of folks are liking the. Let's get the stream music going here. A lot of folks were liking the narration. Shout out, that was Dory Sachs is my primary narrator there, and Andrea Parsno, I believe, is the other voice. We have a lot of wonderfully talented voice actors, narrators on that book. I'm stoked that Sound Booth Theater wanted to do that for me. Hold on, I'll grab the audiobook cover in a minute so we can give credit to all the wonderful narrators on that. Amtul, you want to add it to your to your wish list? Well, thank you guys. Hey, it's on Amazon now. Just put that title into Amazon. It'll come up. You can pre-order the audiobook or the ebook, or you can order the paperback version right now if you want. But here, I'll grab the audiobook cover. We'll talk about it for a sec. Go to display capture. Infinite Alex is high. Stare at my background a minute. Here we go. So this is the audio cover, and y'all, I'm so flattered when Sound Booth picked up this book. They were like first of all, they were very stoked about it. I was flattered. Maybe it was a little bit of flattery, but they really were excited. Look at the team they brought on for this. These are all the narrators. Dory Sachs does the primary narration. She was the voice of Ollie and the prose. I believe Andrea Parsnow was doing the Lieutenant of Lament there. But all these other incredible voice actors do certain characters in the book, including, you might notice, Jeff Hayes down here, the narrator of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Didn't know that was going to happen, so thank you, Sound Booth. Y'all are absolutely insane. I can't believe they did that. They did special effects for so many of the voices too. There's like people that have, they're like the Dark Lord, for instance. They made him sound like he's talking through a furnace, like every time he talks, because he's like a giant, evil fire giant guy, and they just did such a good job with it. I am just astounded. So, massive shout out to Sound Booth. Oh, we're just tweaking this bridge a little bit. There it is. That's what I was looking for. And now I need you to slide in to shorten up. I think there are some questions in chat there, so let me take a look at that in a second. I'm just being overly specific about the bridge. There we go. There's our bridge. All right. JCCB, you said, how did you go about getting cover art? It is an artist I know named Ivan Shavrin, and I just kind of brought him the idea, cover idea, and he rocked it. He brought it to life. He took my concepts and made it incredible. The cover is really all his work. I basically said goblins in a rocket wagon, like burning through the countryside, and he created that masterpiece. So thank you to Ivan. When it comes to finding cover artists, I just kind of have a Rolodex that I keep of like artists that I know and have found over the years and want to work with. And that's just really how I do it. You just kind of ArtStation websites like that. I just DeviantArt. I just keep an eye out for artists that are making cool stuff. Find Your Smile. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. You said, can you use the arrow keys to move the bridge? Yeah. You could, hold on, let me get it centered. You can, like, click it around like that to get real specific with it. And then there's different segments, so you can build your bridges. But there we go. I'm happy with that. We got our stone bridge. Kayla, you said, I figured you'd pick the narrators. Well, Kayla, Soundbooth is a little bit of a smaller audio company. So they have a stable of narrators they work with, but they still ran everything by me and were like, here are the people we think would be good for it. Here's their past work, etc. And I just basically okayed that, like, yeah, these are the folks that I want to work with. But they also let me, we were allowed to have guest stars. Enix, you're good, man. It's Incarnate. I'll put it in chat right now with a big old typo in it. Incarnate.com. It's a free map maker. So yeah, welcome in. Good to have you. Cloud Enix, Caleb, thank you for the follows, y'all. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. ZW Ross, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Been a day or two, but glad to see you. Kayla, to continue about the audio, they also let me, be like, anybody you've worked with in the past you want to work with again. So Christopher Ragland, let me give him his credit real quick. This right here, Christopher Ragland. I've worked with him. He narrated Rise to Glory for me. So we were able to bring him in as a guest star on this book as well, which was really nice because I'm a huge fan of his. He does incredible narration work. And it was super cool of Soundbooth just to be like, yeah, you want some other narrators? Let's see who you got. Who's your wish list of narrators? We'll try to get them. Coach Kyle, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the popular vote. Appreciate all the gifts, man. How you doing, Coach? Bid you saw into infinity for a minute. Careful. Don't gaze too long into the abyss, lest the abyss as well gazes into you. Y'all, if you're new, if you're just popping in, here's the map we're working on right now. I've been working on it for a couple Fridays. We want to finish it today, so I got some work to do. Got to do this town over here. Just kind of starting to get some anchor settlements, some little houses in here. Cheese, you said your book is done? Well, I mean, a lot of my books are done. You got them here. It's my book ones. You can find them on Amazon or at authoralexknight.com. But I'm still always working on more, so I've got plenty of books in the work that are not done. Paul Chan, the program is called Incarnate. I'll put it in chat for you. It is a free map maker. Incarnate.com. You can just a website. I'm doing this on the web. Love it. Cheesehead, you said, where do I start? Well, what do you like, my guy? Top row's fantasy, bottom row's lit RPG. The Far Wild on the top right's a good place to start. It's like fantasy Jurassic Park. That's what I like to say. Whereas Servant of Rage is more of a darker fantasy, kind of Dragon Ball Z-esque. So it's a good place to start. And then if you like comedy, Wriggly Little Hands in the top center is a full Terry Pratchett-esque comedy. You can find them all at authoralexknight.com or put them into Amazon. They're there as ebook, audiobook, and they're in Kindle Unlimited. So if that's your thing, by all means, you can go get them right now. Kayla, you said it sounds like Cheesehead, you said you're a comedian, so you'll wait till the 27th. Hey, rock on. You can get Wriggly in paperback format on Amazon right now. We like soft launched that, just kind of using it as a place to gather reviews. It's the audiobook and the ebook that are coming out on the 27th, which are some nice versions of it. Adventurism, you said that's a lot of waves in the water. Yeah, we can tweak that. Adventurism. I kind of had it at default settings. Once I finished telling TikTok that I'm not idle. Once per live stream at about an hour 30 minutes in, it loves to tell me I'm idle. Adventurism, if we go to our, you can't see it because it's off screen, I just horizontal computer, vertical streaming, I can't get it all in there. But if I go to advanced options, I can turn off the ripples effect entirely, and then suddenly our ocean has no more waves. But I can also adjust it. I can make them smaller, we can do more of them, we can do less of them, we can make them really big, so we can totally like mess with it however we want. It's pretty cool. Kayla, you said that it sounds like Wriggly Little Hands is in the third person. Yes, it's in third person omniscient, believe it or not, because it's comedy. So I'm just I was kind of goofing with it. The story head hops a little bit from place to place with an omniscient narrator. JCCB, thank you for coming in, man. It's glad to meet you. Hope you had a good day, and I hope the rest of your Friday goes good. Hope to see you again on the next stream. We're here every weekday, 7 a.m. Central Time. Thanks for stopping by, man. The Chef, welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Incarnate is where you can make a map like this. Incarnate.com. It's a free map maker online. Check it out. I have a ton of fun with it. All right, y'all. We got to get this city going. So I'm gonna do a big spree of putting down houses here. Let's get some houses in place. I'm just going to kind of roughly outline like the whole town. Just throw a whole bunch of houses down here, and then we're going to we'll move them. We'll fine-tune them. But I like to start by just slapping some down all around. Kind of like here. You can hang out here. Let's get over to this library, grab this stamp. Hello, you. You're a little bit big, though. A little bit smaller. There we go. I want this one to be like the end of the street. Right there-ish. Flame Lotus, I'm sorry, you said this forever ago on YouTube, and I totally missed your chat. You said, I want to write stories for video games. Well, with that degree you're getting, dude, you're on the right track. Best of luck with that. That's super exciting. Y'all, we were celebrating it earlier, but Flame Lotus, one of our viewers on YouTube who hangs out quite often, is graduating college today. So a huge shout to Flame Lotus, and congratulations, my friend. Seriously. Geogram, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. We're rocking and rolling on stream today. Good to have you. Welcome in. Kayla, you like the purple houses? I do too. They're a lot of fun, aren't they? Also, they stand out from the environment, which was important. I really wanted them to, when we zoom all the way out, I want them to be pretty visible, you know? So I'm a little bit limited on houses in this asset library here. There's not as many as I would like typically, but we'll make it work, y'all. We'll make it work. Oh, is my stream music too loud? I think it's okay. Typically I can't hear it, and I was kind of singing along to it in my head, which means it's probably a bit loud, but y'all let me know. Oops, didn't mean to click that. My dog Luke says, congratulations to Flame Lotus. Paul, you're cool with the music? It's sounding good? Alright, rock on. That's what I want to hear. Appreciate that. You gotta be above that house. Y'all, cool little thing you can do with Incarnate is there's layers, right? So I can make these two interact like this. Good way to create depth. And then if you really want to create depth, here's a little trick of mine. I learned this from an Incarnate guide. We're going to take our pathing tool, and that allows you to like draw roads basically. But I've changed the pathing tool to draw black blurry lines. And so what you do is you trace the outside of buildings like this, and it puts a blur on them. And what that does is it creates shadow. It creates the effect of that building casting a little bit of shadow. Super cool for adding depth. You just got to remember what direction your light's coming from. Boom. Now all those buildings got a little shadow on them. We could make that more distinct if we want, but I'm keeping it pretty subtle. I think this town's going to go right down to the water, y'all. Like they're on the port and the lake. Let's just do a little rough sketch real quick. We're going to do our road. It's going to go something like this. It's going to come down here. Right to the bridge. We're going to have another road right here. We'll clean these up, but I like to sketch the roads out ahead of time sometimes. And then we make these houses go over the road a little bit. Like, so you see the house was right here. And there's this green area around it. Well, if we move it to block that, it makes it look like it's part of the environment, right? Like it blocks out the road a little bit. It makes it feel like it belongs there. It's part of the town. Make you a little bit smaller. We're going to stick you right here. Logan, not quite a writer. Sorry. Again, I shouldn't call out people's names, but I see them when they join. And my friend, if you are writing, you are a writer. I believe in you. Ooh, that house works perfect there. Look at this, y'all. I just placed it. I'm so happy with that one. Look at that. Perfect. That was where that house was meant to go. Let's go ahead and get a save here. We got 200 unsaved changes. Logan, the program is called Incarnate. Incarnate.com. It's a free website for map making. It's got a paid tier as well, but the free tier is more than enough. And this is the map we've been making, everybody. We've been working on it for a couple weeks now on Fridays, on our Fantasy Map Fridays. Been building it with chat. There's a lot of cool detail in here I'm very happy with. But we're finishing it today, y'all. We're putting a big old city in here on the port, on this bay. So let's get this bad boy going. I like that house going there. We're going to move you right about here, I think. Scruggabugs. Thank you for the follow, my dude. That's kind of you. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good Friday. And welcome in, folks. Happy Friday to you. Robo, it's called Incarnate.com. Free map maker. Put it in chat there for you. Alright, let's get some more buildings in here. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Then I was supposed to just be like rapid fire making this place. And I got a little distracted with finessing it. And that's not what we're doing. We're just making an outline of the city right now. Ronnie, you said, is there a little fishing pier for the lake? You know what? You know what, Ronnie? There is now. Hold, please. We will go get one. A little fishing pier. I mean, that's a big old fishing pier, but that's alright. We're going to make it. We're going to size it down. We're going to do it like this. Actually, I kind of liked it the way it was. Not that size. Not that way it was. Put it like this. Size it down. Turn it like that. There you go. There's our little fishing pier. Fishing dock, maybe. We're going to say the road runs right into it. Boom. I'm not the best at scale, so it's probably a little bit off, but it's okay. It's fun. Feijin, you said, is buying the pro version of Incarnate worth it if I was only going to make one map for my book series I'm writing? Faye, so if you you could totally make the map in free, nothing wrong with that. But if you are going to publish the map along with your book, like in it or just on a website or whatever, you need the pro version in order to have licensing rights legally to do that. But if you're just making it for yourself, or just as a reference template for yourself, then you're totally good. Free program's totally fine. You don't need to get the pro for that. So it's really just your use case, basically. Look at that, y'all. I love that little place, a little tower right there. I think that fits in nicely. Y'all, this town's coming together. I'm digging it. Let's finish it out. Need some more buildings in here. I don't know why I want to sing my background music today. I'm like trying not to whistle into the microphone. I mean, I love the background music. It's a ton of fun, but I do hear it for multiple hours every day, and I'm still rocking with it right now. Ooh, I love this, y'all. Look how these are the little details I love. The way these buildings overlap with one another. I think that's super cool. Sam says, is there a way to add a town square or a marketplace? Yeah, we kind of built one over here in Wheatmere. The problem is I'm bad at scale, and I made the map like so big, right? I made the map like so big that when you zoom all the way in, the scale's off. The next map we make will fix that. We're learning as we go, you know? We're getting better and better. Find Your Smile, you say, can we do a different colored house where the oddball rebel of the town lives? Absolutely we can. I love that idea. Oddball, I think, is going to live in this tower. Oh, hold on. I messed my scale up. Going to live in this tower right here. Find Your Smile, you requested it, so what color you want this to be? You let me know. Where he's going to live in this tower, and he or she, and we'll put it somewhere in the map, somewhere in the town. I don't want that. Those are too close together. Orange, Find Your Smile. You want it to be orange? Rock on. We can do orange. Probably. Let's see. We got something. Sorry, the chat's blocking it. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. That's the beginning of orange. Let's see if we can mess with saturation and get it there. Ooh, that's kind of fun. There we go. Can we make it a little more orange, though? That's kind of a bit too red for my taste. Kind of like the right there, maybe? Yeah, you think that's good, Smile? Alright, I won't mess with it then. There's your oddball. Where do we want him? Right on a corner somewhere where it bothers people? they can't help but pass his house? Or do we like it? Or do we like him right across the street from the same building so it stands out even more, right? Like, people can clearly see that this one is different. I kind of like that. Yeah? Alright, sick. Well, there it is. There it is. Thanks for the request. This is supposed to be a pretty happening little town, too. So I'm going to put some extra buildings right around in here. Like, maybe we cut off the edge of this crop field. Get on out of here. We need room for our town. Eminent domain. They're in a feud with their neighbors. Smile, I love that. I love that. See, that's why map making's fun, y'all. You get in your head about these little ideas like this, and you start coming up with the stories of your world. The stories that make it special and unique and that you want to write. I love that. Yeah, that building doesn't fit there. Come on, we need a building for this. Thank you for the follow, Addison. I appreciate that. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday to you. You love the palette? Appalachian? Is that like a play on Appalachian? Thanks for being here, though. Yeah, I like the palette for that town, too. We got to make them stand out. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to give every town a different color. that they kind of rock with. Makes them all stand out. There we go. We got to get some little buildings in here because this is supposed to be a crowded, busy town, you know? We're going to make you a little bit smaller. Maybe try to get it on screen so chat can see what you're doing, Alex. Yeah, I don't love that one in there. That's not vibing. Who else could go in there? I want to get one more house in this area, and then we're going to do a little dirt path in front of them. Oh, you know what? One of these could work. Hello. Why am I not doing that? Fei Jin, thank you for the follow. That's super kind of you. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following. Thanks for having a good time with me on this wonderful Friday, y'all. Okay, we're rocking and rolling now. We're getting there on this town. So now I want this one to be a bit more busy, right? So that's why we're putting a little extra in here. There we go. We're just making it a little more busy. It's a bigger town than the others that are here. It's on the port, you know. It's got that trade going. Y'all, we want a ship. Do we want to put a ship in the port? We could do that. Hold, please. I don't know if it would fit under the bridge, though. Yeah, you know, we totally... Boom. We got a boat. Imtul, we got plenty of pirate ships living out up in here in the Plunder Isles. Got some shipwrecks hanging around. That's the pirate area up in there. Up there off of the lovely named Whisper Reef Thicket. I love that name. Thank you to, I believe it was Harpy? Was it Harpy that came up with that one yesterday? They were on a roll. Yeah, I don't know if this ship could fit underneath the bridge, but like I said, my scale is already botched. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna throw a little boat there, got a little ship in the port. More symbolic than anything. There would be a ton of ships in here. That's kind of the whole idea of this port. Cole, thank you for the follow, my guy. Appreciate that. Super kind of you. Glad to have you here. Happy Friday. Let's get a little ship going out to sea too. I don't know where they're going, y'all. You decide. What journey are they embarking on? Grungy Mungy, you say, can I get a grilled cheese factory? I can't do that too much. I don't think we have a grilled cheese factory. Ooh, that's a smart idea, antenna. Add a cliff edge so the bridge looks higher up. I don't know if I could do that. You know, like we got the cliffs down here. But you know what I could do is I could put some shadow beneath that bridge. We could shadow this bad boy up to show that like it's got. I mean, these are terrible shadows I'm drawing here. There we go, like that. So like you can tell that it's tall. I dig that. I dig that vibe. If I could draw. There we go. All right, so there we go. A little bit of shadow underneath it. Yeah, all right, rock on. Sam the man, welcome back in, my guy. How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. I hope you got some good weekend plans set up. Something you're excited about doing. All right, yeah, there we go. We got our boats. We got our ships. All right, y'all. I'm loving how this town's coming along, but we're not there yet. We got a little more work to do on it. I think a path right here. Maybe it doesn't go all the way. Maybe it stops right here. Kind of like that? Or do we like it all the way? I think I liked it going all the way. I'm going to put just a little bit in here. There we go. And I think maybe one more house in here. Because like I said, it's supposed to be a pretty populated place. Ooh, I dig it. I actually really like it. A little bit smaller. Nah, actually the size was good. There we go. That guy lives right on the edge of the woods. That's kind of nice. You can just slip right out into the woods, have a nice quiet walk. Y'all, I like this a lot. Hey, we got to name this town. We got to name this town right down here. We got Wheatmere hanging out down here. It's like, we got to name our port town. So y'all, if you got name suggestions for the port town, drop them in chat. We'll see what we end up with. Whew, man, I'm tired today. Sam, you want to live in that last house? I feel ya. I totally do too. That's one of my favorite things about making maps is seeing these little places and being like, ooh, I want that house right there. That's the nice one. All right, let's get the rest of this town going. We got to hop across the bay here. Heather Bay? Oh, that's Harpy. Harpy. Oh, LC, message sent on repeat. No worries. I'm just going to take that as extra enthusiasm. I appreciate your excitement. Oh, wow. Good names. Port Grandia. Mark says Liquimere. Harpy, Heather Bay. I like it because of the color. It looks like heather. Y'all got the good names. Harpy's on it again, right, Sam? Heather Bay is my favorite of those so far, but keep them coming, y'all. Oh, boy. Way too much sugar in the bottom of my coffee. That's like a syrup. Antenna, you said, would it look good to add a small beach under the cliff at the bottom of the town? We could do that. I love throwing a little beach in here. Let's just get our opacity down a little bit. And we need to be painting on the foreground. I'm going to need some land down there if I'm going to do that, though. So hold, please. We'll add a little bit of land. That's a little too much. Maybe like that. I think like that. Nah. Harpy, you're just good at the names. Ain't no shame in it. Plumport. I like that, Sam. I like that. It's a good name. I think we just do it like real subtle on this beach, I say, and make it incredibly not subtle. There we go. All right, we're going to rock with that. And then we just got to paint it. We need this to look beachy. And I'm going to go and paint the background a little bit too, so that, you know, we get a little bit of that sand color in the water. Kind of like that. There we go. There's a little beach down there. I'm a fan. I like the beach. What do we think? We like it? I feel like the line is too harsh on it almost. Alright, we'll leave it though. It's a good little beach. Plumport, Heather Harbor. Heather Harbor's good. Y'all, I still think Harpy's winning with Heather Bay. I really liked that. Kayla says you can change the color of the line. I can, really. How do I do that, Kayla? Because that sounds awesome. Is that in the additional settings? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Kayla. I see you. I see you with the deep cuts here. We'll fix that real quick. Good call. All right, so we're gonna go to. I wish y'all could see my tools so you could like kind of learn what I'm clicking. We go into the mask tool, we go into add, and then we go to stroke. And we're going to change our stroke opacity a little bit. So now when I make the land, see it's not so hard on its edge. So now we'll fill that beach in. There we go. It's a little bit off on the color, but I really like where it's going. So let's put the opacity up a little bit. We're going to give it a little bit of a yellow. Oh my goodness, it changed every stroke. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you know what? It changes it on the whole map. I might not do that then. Because I like the lines as they are for the rest of the map. But that's a cool thing to know, Kayla. I like that a lot. Legion of Light, hey, welcome in. We are using Incarnate. Incarnate.com. It is a free map maker. Yeah, I like the idea of just painting the water there. So let's try that. We're gonna ditch this land. Then we're gonna go to the foreground here, and we're just gonna paint this water. Foreground and background to give the suggestion. Nah, I liked it better with the line. There we go. I think it's good like that. There we go. There's our little beach. The bottom of the cliff. Y'all, how's the map looking? What are we thinking? We liking what we're seeing? Seahorse Island, as people have called it in chat, or Isla de Caballito del Mar. Looking good. Looking good. Find Your Smile, he said, can you paint over the lines with an opacity wash? So I can, but it affects all of the lines on the map. I could do like just a little paint on that area. I'm not too concerned with it though. I kind of like it down there. I'm going to leave it for now. We might come back with that, but I want to keep working on this town because, y'all, look at Heather Bay as it's tentatively named. Let's just stick that in there for the minute. All right, Heather Bay is my standing favorite. But let's see. There were some other good names thrown out, so I'm going to let chat vote on it. I think Plumport's really good. And there was one other. Where was it? All right, so y'all, I'm putting it in chat. Here's our 3 that we're voting on. Liquimere, Heather Bay, and Plumport, which I spelled wrong. Plumport. Those are the 3 options. Chat, you let me know. What are we calling this lovely little place? Get your votes in. We got 1 for Heather Bay, 1 for Plumport. All right, keeping that in my head. Got another Heather Bay. All right, Heather Bay in the lead, 2-1. Y'all, let me know. Get those votes in. What are we naming the place? Heather Bay, Plumport, or Liquimere? This brush is too small. Heather Bay, but Plumport is a port name in Heather Bay. Oh, Sloyd, you're going for both, huh? The diplomatic approach? Yeah, Seth, I can't run a poll in TikTok, so I don't believe I can at least. So we're just doing it impromptu. I see another Heather Bay. And a Plumport, so it's between those 2, but I think Heather Bay's taking it, y'all. Let's look at the final count. We got 2 Plumport and 4 Heather Bay, I think. Yeah, I think so. All right, I think Heather Bay takes it, y'all. Thank you for voting, everybody. The polls have closed. Heather Bay it is. Let me space this out a little bit. Oh, too much. Heather Bay. There it is. Harpy, yeah, you've been pulling the good names out. There ain't nothing to feel bad about. Yo, I kind of want to have this road here. I'm gonna delete it real quick. We're gonna paint over it because my opacity's low. Hold, please. There we go. Get on out of here, road. Don't worry, you're coming back. I want to do a road. Am I painting the wrong thing? Foreground, opacity. Oh, I just got the wrong color. I want to do a road along the water here. I think that would be kind of cool. It doesn't look good though. We'll have to figure it out. I know how to do it. Peyton, welcome in, man. Welcome back. You got school done? Rock on. You're free for summer. Kuro Midabest, welcome in, my friend. It is inkcarnate.com. Happy Friday to you and welcome in. It's a free map maker called Inkcarnate. We're going to get these roads figured out. Maybe we just got to put some houses in first. Exorcist, thank you for following, my friend. I appreciate that. All right, let's get... There's the sketch of the road. We'll work on it. But let's get some buildings put on this side of the harbor. We got to build this town out, y'all. Boom. There's one. We're just going to stamp some of these bad boys. You can live right here. Put you up here. Oh, this one's perfect to go right there. You get out of here. This one's too good. Right there on the coast. Look at that. You know what, y'all? I'm going to throw a little beach in here. No, I like the road. We're going to say it's a road right up to the water. Peyton, you said before the ever-looming senior year. Ooh, exciting. Who doesn't love senior year? I hope that goes well. Enjoy it. Relish it. It's a good time. Alright, so we got a little bit of a layering issue here. We just needed to go boop. And then boop. The sound effects really add to it, I know. Those are the much sought after waterfront homes on the port, man. That's where the millionaires live, right? Sam says this is like Bob Ross for me. Thank you. That is very flattering. I am a huge Bob Ross fan. Bob is the man. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted you. We're going to put you in there for a little bit of variance in our houses. And then I think, see this little green in front of them? I don't like that. People are walking here. There's going to be dirt. They've walked that into a road. Sloyd says I need a Bob Ross wig for Fridays. Do not tempt me, Sloyd. I might just do it. Britt, you said I also love making maps on Incarnate. I'm preparing a dungeon on Dungeon Craft at the moment. Yo, rock on. Got a little DM action going on? That would be very cool. Find Your Smile. You said we need a mansion on a... I gotta show... Sloyd says to be Bob Ross, I gotta show a little more chest hair. Find Your Smile. You said we need a mansion on a hill overlooking town, huh? We could do that. We can make that work. Boom, there's a hill. But I want it to be on one hill, like a big old hill. There we go. We're gonna do that one. Make a little. Oh, I don't want to zoom. I want to make this a bit bigger. And now we need a cool mansion that's gonna hang out on top of that. So let's go in and see what we got on offer. What's our asset library got for us? We got something like that. I mean, that's a big old castle. I'm sure we got something fun in here. Let me try a different search term. We're gonna try manor. Not too much. Not too much, surprisingly. Okay, we got something like this. That's not quite luxurious enough. We got this guy, kind of like a chapel, a basilica. Not seeing a lot of manor options, like noble. Try noble house. Sometimes the noble term brings up some good stuff. Not seeing too much. There's got to be something in here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're rocking. It's just about finding those search terms, right? You just got to know what you're looking for. We got some good options hanging out in here. Which one to choose? Man, it's a lot. This just keeps going. This is probably a little too... Wow. My goodness, that's a big stamp. Maybe we size that one down a little bit. Yeah, that's like way too fancy though. On top of being way too big. I think a castle is a little bit much. This thing's probably not noble enough, so we're going to get it out of there. Let's go back into that library I was in. I think there was some good stuff in there. There's a lot of options, but none of them... Yeah, I like that idea, Smile. We could stack some houses together to make a bigger one. I've done that in my 2D maps. I've never done an isometric, but it should be doable, yeah? Alright, well, I'm going to use the houses that we have on the map presently to make a bigger one. So let's try that. We're going to grab this guy right here. Put you on top of the hill. Kia the Husky, welcome in. The program is called Incarnate. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Ignore that message. There it is, incarnate.com. It's a free map maker. It's a ton of fun. Let's see. We'll grab one of this guy. We're gonna build our own manor up here. I'm also gonna make them a different color because they gotta stand out, man. This this is a noble's house, right? They gotta show off. Let's make that hill a little bit bigger, and we're gonna put them right on top of it. Red is a good color for it. Yeah, I could see that. I think they need a tower up there. Oh, nope, don't move the hill. I need to move the things on the hill. And you need to go up. There we go. Kind of like this, maybe? Is that our manor on the hill overlooking town? We'll change its color. Let's make it more reddish, we were saying. Seth says getting paid overtime for this stream. Seth, I don't get paid at all for these streams. Hate to break it to you. I'm my own self-employer, and I'm not a kind boss. Not paying that overtime. Maybe if I sell some books. Maybe if I sell here, here's my overtime pay, y'all. If you want to support the stream, just go to Amazon, pick up one of the books, put the titles in: Servant of Rage, Wriggly Little Hands, The Far Wild, Rise to Glory, Warden. They're all on Amazon, ebook, paperback, audiobook. They're in Kindle Unlimited. I can't pay myself overtime for the stream, but y'all can help. Pick up a book. I'll accept that as the overtime pay. All right, there we go. I like that as our manor on the hill. Let's give that a quick save. Seth, you definitely recommend Servant of Rage? Well, thank you. That's kind of you to say. I appreciate that, my guy. Whew, y'all. I'm trying to finish this map up. I really want to get there. Technically, I was supposed to do it by 9 o'clock, but hey, we're pretty darn close. I mean, look at this. This map's looking pretty. I think, oh, Imtul, you have Paragon. Dude, rock on. Hey, yeah, I co-wrote that with Luke Chimlenko. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for picking it up, man. I hope you like it a lot. That's super cool. I love it. Still blows my mind when I run into someone who's like, "Holy cow, I have one of your books," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm not a big enough author for that. There's no way. There's no way." I had someone one time that was like, "Holy cow, you wrote Rise to Glory," and I'm like, I can't believe you remember that book. Thank you for reading it. Alright, let's get some more houses in here. We gotta finish off this town, y'all. Oh, my mouse kind of jumped right as I placed that. Not pleased with where it landed. Something like that. And we're going to sketch some more roads through here. So I think we got a road that runs here. Goes this way. And maybe splits off this way. And then these two join. There we go. I dig that. I dig that. I do want to move the placement of this road a little bit, though. I want it to go kind of like that. So there's room for houses on the coast there. And then we probably need a little one right there. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll drop some houses down there and we'll see what we're going to do. Hey, thank you for the follow, Simplix. I appreciate that. Oh, it's Seth. Well, welcome back in, Seth. Thank you for the follow. Super kind of you. And welcome in. Let's see. Artalk, you said. Artalk. Artalk. Man, that word. I looked up how to pronounce it and I forgot how to say it. Hold on.
Autark.
Autark. Autark.
Autark.
Come on, Alex. We can do this. Autark. Thank you. Thank you for being here again. And you said what are some of your new works you're working on? Well, right now I'm working on Paragon, Book 5, so bottom left here. Working on the final one in that series. Then we'll be working on either the sequel to Servant of Rage, or we'll be working on Wriggly Little Hands' sequel. So one of the two. That's what's coming up next, y'all. Outside of the map stream. Simplix, thank you for the heart me and the little crown, my dude. Too kind of you. Should I call you Simplix or should I call you Seth? But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Mark, thank you for the follow, as well as Callista Ryder. Y'all, I'm flattered. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here, and happy Friday to you. This is our little, typically a writing stream, but on Fridays we make maps, y'all. And that's what we're doing now. So welcome in. Here, I'll give you a quick zoom out for the new folks. Here's the full map that we've been doing. Building it over a couple Fridays with everybody here on stream. And I'm pushing through to finish it today, so we can start on a new map next week for my book that's coming out. I wanna do a map for this little goober up in here. So that's coming up next week. But we got to finish this one first. Thomas, hello. Welcome in. How you doing? Happy Friday. Amanda Dragon Song. Thank you for that follow. Seriously. I love your name, by the way. Thomas, you got a good Friday going? Good. That's what I want to hear. We're trying to start folks off right. Send them out into the day with some good vibes. That's the focus of the stream. Callista Ryder, what do you write? What's your genre? Tell me about it. We love writers around here. Okay, that house works there. Oh, go away, stamp library. I wasn't trying to pull you up. We got our stamps. We know what we're doing. There's not a lot of houses that are facing that way, because that's what I need on this road right now. I guess this one kind of works if it kind of works. We can make it work. I don't want to tilt it too much because it looks wrong, but kind of like that. Not a fan. I don't love it. Callista, you write dark fantasy mostly. Rock on. You a Joe Abercrombie fan? Speaking of dark fantasy, he's pretty good at that. There we go. There's a good house. We're happy with that one. Throw this one right around here. Now we're making progress, y'all. This guy right up there. Ah, yeah. Have you read The Devils, his new book? I've just started reading it. I'm so pumped to have new Abercrombie out. Rock on. It's a good day when we got Abercrombie in the world. All right, we need another one like right in here. You can tell I'm real confident about the placement. There we go. And then we're going to grab our road brush and we're going to put a little path up to the front of this little fort thing going on. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's fresh out. It's like brand new, so I can't blame you for not having read it yet. Like I said, I'm only one or two chapters in. One, actually, now that I think about it. All right, y'all. I think once we finish this town, we're gonna be there. So we just gotta finish doing Heather Bay. I'm gonna drop my opacity a bit, and we're just gonna dirty up. I'm taking a little break from the other side of town. We're just gonna dirty up some of these patches. They're a little too green for an area that would be walked on so much. I want there to be some green in here, you know, but not too much. You gotta, if there's a lot of foot traffic, you know, you make your own paths as you walk around. So we just need to throw some of that in here a little bit. Break up the clean lines. This is one of my favorite parts of Incarnate. This feels like actual painting, which I'm not very good at, but I enjoy immensely. There we go. There we go. Love it, love it. Simplex, you said you're ordering soon. What are you ordering? The Devils? Oh, well, thank you, Simplex. I just play around with Incarnate. I have done a little bit of painting, but not very much. I'm a minimalist, and painting's a little bit messy. I don't like cleaning up the mess afterwards. So we do it digital these days. I do have a stylus and like one of those pads you draw, artists draw on, like legit artists, like a tablet. I wonder if we could use that with Incarnate. I don't know if that's doable, but it'd be pretty sick if it was. That way I don't have to do it with my mouse. I can actually, you know, draw it on there. It'd be pretty cool. I'll have to look into that. Let me make a note. Does Incarnate work with a tablet / stylus? Note for after stream. Y'all, if you're just joining us, welcome in. Glad to have you. Happy Friday to you. I am author Alex Knight, and this is our weekday stream. We do it every weekday, 7 a.m. Central Time. We're either making maps, doing something fantasy focused, playing some creative writing games, talking about books. If you got any questions about publishing or writing, hit me with them, y'all. That's what we're here for. We talk about all that good stuff. And I am more than happy to chat it with you. Yeah, I have a Wacom, exactly, if that's how you say it, Sloids. That is exactly what I have, just like an introductory one. Simplex, do you have any sci-fi dystopian books, you asked? Yes, my friend. Right here, Warden. I'll pull up a full cover for you. Hold, please. Boom, this one. This one is lit RPG. It's sci-fi, and it's a little bit dystopian in there too. So yeah, there you go. There's one of them. So a completed trilogy as well, the Nova Online trilogy. Where's it? Sam Shell, thank you for being here. I appreciate you hanging out for this long stream today. Hope you have a good rest of your Friday. And hey, we'll catch you again on Monday, hopefully. Alright, come on, Alex. Let's get some buildings in here. We're taking too long. Where are these buildings going? We can do one right up in here. I like that. I like that. MTOL, you recommend Paragon? Yeah, that one's also a dystopian, or specifically System Apocalypse is what it's called. It's a good series. Got to write it with my good buddy Luke Chemlenko. I'm just so happy about that. I love working with him. It has been an absolute joy. Don't mind my double towers here. Maybe we'll move it over here. Nope, there's two towers there too. Boom, there we go. Alright, alright. I'm liking this time. I'm liking this side. The other side, I like the other side of Heather Bay a lot more. It kind of came together. This one's a little more scraggly. Probably because the road layout's not great. But we're getting there. We'll figure it out. We're finessing it as we go. So let's get some progress on it. I need some more houses. Ooh, that one's gonna go perfect right there. I dig that. I dig that. Clay, it's a good background for your boring office job. Well, I'm glad to hear it, man. hey, if I can bring y'all a little bit of fun, a little bit of relaxation, that's what I'm here for. I dig it. I say it's a fantasy, it's a writing stream, it's all those things, but it's also just good vibes. I just want folks to have a good time, send them off into the world feeling good, because there's enough badness, enough ugliness out there in the world these days. We need to start with some good vibes. Okay, I want a little path leading down from this manor. There we go. I kind of like that. That's nice. I'm a fan of that one. Let's get that opacity up, though. That road could be a little bit darker. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's what I'm talking about. Immediately undoes it. I saw one thing I didn't like about it. There we go. Now I'm pleased with it. There's a good road. So I think I'm gonna end the little town right here. Let's say it goes out this far. We were gonna call a little town here called Brackmere, so we got to put a couple houses there at least. Y'all, I love this part of Heather Bay. I think that looks great there. I don't love this part. I don't know how to fix it. Y'all got any ideas? How do we clean it up a bit? I think maybe the houses need to be a little more over the roads. I think it's a little bit too kind of spread out. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you for that follow. Super kind of you. I appreciate that. Clay, this map is all original. Here, I'll give you a quick zoom out view. This map is all original. We just made it on stream with chat, just talking it through. But part of the reason I'm pushing through to finish it today, it's not because I don't enjoy working on it. It's because I want to do another map next week from this little goober of a book. My silly adventure, Wriggly Little Hands, is launching on May 27th, and I want to do a map from it with y'all. In addition to writing a novella for it. So that'll kind of be our programming going forward. We're going to write a novella on stream for that book, and we're going to make a map for it. But yeah, we made all this with stream for the last couple Fridays. It's been a lot of fun. I particularly love this little village here, Wheatmere. Tea Time, thank you for that follow. That's super kind of you. And then this ghost town we made down here too. Clay, you're a DM. Oh, then you'll have way too much fun with Wriggly Little Hands. I like to describe it as a DM session if the entire party used intelligence as their dump stat. it's just goblin shenanigans through the world. It's a lot of fun. You can get the paperback now on Amazon. Or you can get all the links at authoralexknight.com. But the paperback's available on Amazon. The ebook and the audiobook are up for pre-order, and they're the ones with that May 27th launch date. So whatever format you prefer, feel free to pick up a copy. I think DMs will resonate with it a little bit. There's a little bit of that, like, oh my god, why are we doing this vibe? Simp, yeah, my Simplex, my wife does play a little bit of D&D with me. I'm going to DM my first session later this year with some friends. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited for it. I don't know what to do with this odd little space in here, y'all. Right in here, it was like these odd little spaces. Maybe we bring the road around. Kind of like that. I don't love that. Get it out of there. Control Z, my best friend. There's got to be something that fits in there, and I just don't know what it is. Maybe you? Maybe this guy? This guy? No. This guy? Something's got to fit there. Some trees. That's not a bad idea, Ronnie. There we go. This town's allowed to have trees in it after all. Ronnie, you're so smart. That is so what it needs. Wow. Yeah, Sloyd, I'm still a fan of that idea. I'll post the finished map in Discord. And Ronnie, I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I love it. Y'all, I'll post this in Discord, and I encourage you guys, when we do our writing, our Dice Decide writing game, please, by all means, use this for it. That's a great use of it. You know what, y'all? I love the idea of some trees in here and some bushes. I think that's actually bringing the town to life a little bit. So we're going to stick some of these in here. And then I'm going to put some bushes in. Ronnie, you are so on it. That was exactly what we needed. Thank you. There we go. We're just going to throw some bushes on in there, you know? Who doesn't want a bush here and there? A little bit of nature in your city. Although, I do like it when my bushes do not overlap with my... are not taller than my buildings. Y'all, Ronnie, that fixed it up like instantly. I love it so much more now. Holy cow. Look at that. One little suggestion and you got it. You got her done. Thank you. I'm just going to get a little bit more green in here. I think that's looking pretty good, y'all. Maybe just a little bit of beach sand, a little hint of sand here. That's really minor. I'm being really detailed, nitty-gritty here, but that's alright. I always say chase your passion, and my passion is details. Y'all, I love it. I think Heather Bay's looking good, huh? What do we think? We like Heather Bay? I really like it, actually. Those trees were exactly what it needed, Ronnie. Thank you very much for that. Let's go. Lore, welcome back. Good to see you. You getting the back-to-back streams here. Once this finishes saving, you'll get to see the progress on the map. We've been rocking it today. I love how it's looking. Good morning. Good to have you back. Look at this. Look at our map. We built this whole town today, Heather Bay. I'm a big fan of it. Love how that turned out. Y'all, look how close this is done. We just got to fill in up here. We got to figure out what's going on with this area. Oh, and we got to do the little town of Brackmere. We named Brackmere a long time ago. That name's been there. That spot's been reserved. So we got to do that. I'm gonna do Brackmere in the same color palette as this city, but I'm gonna desaturate it. I think that would look really cool. And Brackmere is just a little old place. It's like the just a little neighbor, you know. So we're gonna desaturate these, make them darker. Yeah, look at that. I'm a fan of that, y'all. It's the same purple. It's just a little bit dark, a little bit kind of desaturated. There's no better word for it. So I need to fix this real quick because that purple that was there was just a placeholder. So we're gonna wipe it out, get rid of it. Then we're gonna go over it with a green in certain places like this. There we go. And now we're gonna move. Yeah, Smile. It's like the really old part of town, right? Alright, I really like two of those there. I want to put a third one in. I need to make the Brackmere text a little bit bigger. It's a little bit blurry because it's so small. But it needs to take its spacing down one, maybe. That's the problem with it. Where's its spacing option? There it is. Boom, Brackmere. That's what I'm talking about. I kind of want to call this Brackmere Manor now. Smile. I think that'd be really cool up on the hill. That one guy, the program is called Incarnate. And welcome in, my friend. It is incarnate.com. There you go. It's a free map making program. Alright, now I need one more house to join to complete this. And I got something in mind. I just got to find it. There we go. That's it, y'all. Alright. What I really like about this is it creates like a town square effect, but it makes Brackmere look like it's huddled in around itself, right? Like it's leaning in. It's all focused inward to this point right here. It's not very welcoming to outsiders when it's like that. And that's kind of the vibe we're going for with Brackmere. Now I'll give him a little bit of dirt there, and then we're going to give him a real old road that runs off to it. You know, it's so faint. We're going to give him a real faint road, because it's not used too often. Not too many people coming out to visit Brackmere. Maybe people misunderstand poor Brackmere. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I really like Brackmere. That's one of my favorite places on the map now. Oh, that one guy. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here, man. Happy Friday to you. Hope it's starting off well, and if not, hopefully we can start it off well for you. Get you ready for the weekend. You said find your smile that it needs a fancy fountain. Well, imagine that. We got a fancy fountain. We can throw one in here. I don't know if you'd really yeah, there we go. It's a little bit small, but I like it. Is this Fortnite? Yeah, this is a new Fortnite map, y'all. It's dropping with the next season. I think that's how Fortnite works, right? They have like seasons for things. Alright, I'm going to put a couple more trees here because they shouldn't just stop at the edge of town. If anything, there should be more trees outside of town. A little thicket, we could say. I like the idea. Portnight. Ronnie, very good. Very good. Portnight. That's awesome. Y'all, I love the thought that these woods right here, you could like look through them and see the lights of Brackmere Manor up on the hill from the village, but the woods kind of block it a little bit. Maybe Brackmere Manor is actually kind of creepy, kind of like a little haunted manor or something. I'm going to do something a little cool here. Maybe this works. I'm going to put, I don't want to have Brackmere and Brackmere Manor right next to each other, like the names on the map, that's too much. If I put Brackmere kind of like this a little bit, maybe we drop that curve off a bit. Let's drop that curve. Nah, I like it. We're going to keep the curve. And then just put Manor here. Like, it kind of stands on its own that it looks like it's just Manor. But I feel like it kind of works as well to have it Brackmere Manor. You can kind of say them together, you know? Oh, yeah, desaturate the Manor as well. I like that. I like that smile. Scott Hub, welcome in, my guy. Glad to have you. Happy Friday. Congrats, we made it. We are in Friday. And that means we are almost in the weekend. Just a little bit longer. Ooh, how's that desaturation smile? I think you go a little bit further, a little bit creepier. Just go ahead and group these together. There we go. Oh, you know what? I can't desaturate after I group. We'll desaturate first. Oh no, Scott, this is your Monday? Oh man, I'm sorry about that. It's your Monday, dude. Oh no. Well, I hope that means you've already enjoyed a good weekend. That just means you already had fun, right? Y'all, I'm going to really lean into Brackmere being creepy. And we're going to grab one of our creepy trees and we're going to stick it on down here. Oof, that's creepy. I love it. Make it a little bit bigger too. I want it to really stand out. That is so eerie. And I need you to flip horizontal. Thank you. There we go. Brackmere don't play. What a creepy place. Huge. Welcome in, my guy. Incarnate.com. Free fantasy map maker. We have made this on stream together. Pretty stoked about it. We're almost done. Y'all, look how close we are to done. It is just this little section right here. We're 10 minutes away from finishing this bad boy out. I love this map that we've made together, everybody. Wait, hold on. Let me zoom it out, and we're just gonna appreciate this map for a minute. How can I fit it around my big old head? There we go. Yo, I'm so proud of this map that we've made together. This is nuts. I can remember back when we first drew this little island Out of nothing. That was sick. And now it's come to be this. I'm so stoked. Let's go, y'all. Let's finish it. All right, what goes here, guys? We got a blank spot on the map. What are we filling it with? What goes there? We got a little swamp. We got the Verdant Maw. It's been named by Harpy, who's got on the name game. We got the Verdant Maw Swamp. We got the Whisper Reef Thicket, Mountains and Forest up in here. We got Heather Bay, the town, and all right here is where it all comes together. So what do we put there? Scott, you still want that underground city? Yeah, I think we got enough cities on this one, though. Maybe the next one gets the underground city. What do we do there? Clay, you said, can you add a tiny shack in the woods? Just like a random little disgusting shack? We could do that, man. We can do that. Let's see. We just got to find a little old house. Maybe cottage is the word we're looking for to find it. Nah, that's not pulling anything up either. All right, we're just going to do house, and we're going to find a rundown house. I know I saw a couple when I was there. We go. Something like that. Something like that. It's a little bit big for what we wanted, but you know, we got this guy. That's a little bit better. Let's get a good view of that for the chat. We got something like that. I'll make it smaller, but that's like an old rundown spooky barn. I don't think we have any smaller versions of it that I'm seeing of the... Let's put ruins in. We have proper ruins, like full-on collapsed houses. That's probably a bit too much. We don't want that asset library. We want this one. We got an old decrepit windmill as well that we could do. Oh, you meant the size of it? Okay, so you're good with that structure. Cool, cool, cool. Then I don't need to look anymore. Let's make them both smaller. And then we're going to stick them out. You want them on the edge of the swamp, maybe? Kind of like right in here. Ooh, I kind of like that, though. Smile's got a strong suggestion. On the edge of the water, and it's got like a little dock, like it's the first person that discovered the island a long, long time ago in a galaxy not so far away. Unfortunately, these textures are a little bit low res at that scale. They're too detailed to look great. But it's okay. They work. Give me that one. There we go. And we need to put a little dock in there. Or do we want it on the edge of the swamp? What do we think? I think I like the shore better. So let's grab... I know we got a dock somewhere. There it is. Down here in Heather Bay. Their little fishing lake. Maybe make that a little bit smaller. Boom. There we go, y'all. The ruins of the first house on the island. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these biomes out a little bit. We're just going to kind of stretch the trees and stuff that we have here. Just kind of extend them a bit. I'm trying to grab... There it is, that palm tree. Put it like here behind the houses. I like it. And then we're going to take some of these swamp plants. We're going to move them out a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking how this is looking. Kind of like that. And then I need you, my friend. You come here. There we go. Move this up there. Boom. All right, so now we need to paint that swamp color to further, stretch it out a little bit. So did I write down what that brush was? Wetland equals grass prairie green. Okay. So let's find that. Boom. Grass prairie green at an opacity of 77, I believe I said. 35 opacity. Wow, really low. Phoenix says, does this island have a proper port? Yeah, right down in here at Heather Bay. That's what we're going to call the port. You got this big bridge you can sail under, and then they port in here. If we could add some docks if we wanted to, technically. I can throw that in real quick. Hold, please. We go throw some isometric docks in. I'm just going to plop them down in the channel and then we'll move them around. Let's get this boat out of here. Get this boat out of here. And you need to be beneath the houses. Look at that. There we go. We can get a little dock going on. Yeah. Hey, Lila, welcome in. Happy Friday to you. This is a program, free map making program called inkcarnate.com. I just put it in chat there. And we've just been making this map on stream together for a couple weeks now, every Friday. And we're just about done with it. We're bringing it across the finish line. No real purpose for it other than just to make maps together, have fun with it. But next week we're going to make a map for this book, my book that's coming out soon. It's a fantasy comedy about goblins on a road trip, and I want to make a map for it. So we'll actually have a purpose for the map. But right now, we just made this for stream, hanging out. Thank you for the follow, Lila. Appreciate that. Welcome in. You got a lovely name, by the way. Lila. I like that. It's like lilac. Alright, let's get these boats at the dock. Ignore the fact that they have their sails out and appear to be underway. I do have limited stamps to work with. But there we go. Ooh, I like that one. That one looks like it's like moored. There we go. Yeah, right there. There's our dock. I don't know where I want this one to go. This boat's a little tricky. I guess just right there? Yeah. No, it should be further away. I'm so back and forth. Maybe a little rotation. There we go. That makes it better. I'm happy with that. Shade, you said I make maps on Incarnate for my D&D campaign. I've seen my skill improve over time. And I see myself having a particular style. Yeah, for sure, dude. Absolutely. You get better at it. It's great for D&D. And it's just fun, right? It's just fun to make. Yo, Isabel Knight, what's up? Welcome in. Happy Friday. Isabel, I have been wanting to apologize to you yesterday. The YouTube stream died, and I didn't notice it. And I was like, you were in there chatting, you're all excited, and then the stream just cut on you. And I was like, man, I'm sorry. I don't know how to contact her. I got to tell her. I got to apologize for that. That was I was really sad. But we got you back, so welcome back in. Sozu says, what's a good open source book writing software? Well, OpenOffice is pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's open source. It's like a Microsoft Word open source equivalent. I'm a big fan of that one. I mainly write in Google Docs, so that's really where my expertise is, but I know that's not open source. It's a Google product. So yeah, I'd go with that. I think OpenOffice is a good start. But I am a big Google Docs fan, despite Google being butts lately. I do like that program. Phoenix, yeah, you agree with OpenOffice? Rock on. It's a fun program. All right, let's make this a little bit smaller. Y'all, we just got to kind of finish this off. This little space in here. And the map's going to be done. But what do we do with it? What do we do in our last little space? What do we do? Anybody got any ideas? We got the swamp. We drew it out a bit. We got this old ruin up here and the palm tree, like Puerto Rico biome going on. But what else? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Find Your Smile. I was kind of thinking just a little beach. We can really just, finish off strong with a nice little beach here. Let's go to that foreground paint. We'll get that opacity up. Throw a little beach in. Now we're going to lower the opacity and we're going to just walk it out gently. to show that sand transitioning into other material, dirt. Base vacation spot for the town. I dig it. James, I like the suggestion of port, but we kind of got our port going on down here in Heather Bay. Oh my God, crayons. Yes, it is. It is called Incarnate. There we go. Just put it in chat for you. Incarnate.com. It's a free map maker. I have way too much fun with it. And we made this whole map with it together. James says, yeah, the port's covered. I like the beach idea. We're gonna throw some palm trees down in it. I'm gonna do some shade beneath them too. I think that'd be really fun. Kind of like a nice shady little coconut grove type vibe. We're gonna use our line tool trick to make some shade here. Our path tool. A little bit extra shade. Oh, thank you for the follows, y'all. I appreciate that. Super cool of you. Welcome in. We're here every weekday, 7 a.m. Central Time. On Fridays, we make maps. Other days, we do creative writing. Live on stream, we talk about books and publishing. Y'all, if you don't know me, I'm author Alex Knight. I've been writing since 2018, and these are all my books. You can pick them up on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited. They're ebooks and paperbacks, whatever format you want. But thanks for being here. And today, we're finishing up this map. I'm so stoked to finish it, y'all. I've had a great time working on it with everybody, and that means next Friday, maybe even a little bit earlier next week, we get to start working on a new one. But look at this. We've built this together. I had a great time with it. I'm so glad to be finishing it off. It feels like the completion of a long journey. Sozu, Sozin, Chase Games, Good, Cameron, Sky. Oh my God, crayons, y'all. Thank you for the follows. That was a flurry of them there. I couldn't keep up. James, thank you as well. Crayon is totally good. If people ask what the program is, I'm happy to share. I want to spread the joy of Incarnate. Chase Games Good. You use it for yourself, for your maps. Rock on, man. It's great, right? It's totally fun. Sozu, you've asked, would you ever put Incarnate maps in a book? I probably would, honestly. I think that, like, you know, they don't look like, as at least at my skill level, I don't make maps that look as good as like a full-on artist doing it. But I really appreciate Incarnate for what it is, and I feel like the fact that it makes map making accessible means that I would like to have it in my books. It doesn't have to be the most professional, incredible looking thing in the world, because I have fun doing it, and I think there's value in that. So for that reason, I think I would like to have it in one of my books. So maybe we're gonna have to look at doing that, huh? All right, here's our nice beach. I'm digging it. We're going to paint the water a little bit too, because I like to show that it shallows by having a little bit of a sandy effect going on in there. There we go, there's our shallows. Phoenix, you said that's a neat effect with the shadow. Yeah, a little trick that I picked up from an Incarnate guide. You basically just, you use your line tool, right, and you draw lines. And I've got it set that when I release this click, it's going to blur. And it does. And you can use that, you can trace. Like, so say I want to add some shadow on this building right here. We're just going to draw a line around the outline, and then boom, puts a little shadow on it. And you can make that as thick, as heavy as you want. And it just gives a little bit of depth to things. I really like it. Could do it for all of them, honestly. I just haven't gotten around to it. Shade, you said I'm a terrible artist when it comes to drawing, but Incarnate shines for me. Absolutely, man, right? That's why this program's so great. It makes us all good artists. It lets you be as creative as your imagination wants, and I think that's sick. Sick in a good way. All right. Mr. Freezy, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Hope your Friday's off to a good start. Hope it's going well for you. That's what we try to do around here. Try to get people a good vibe going out into the world, right? Start your day off right. Mr. Silver, author, thank you for the follow. What do you write, my guy? Tell me about it. This is on Fridays it's a map stream, but rest of the week it looks like this, and we write live on stream. Let's see, where's my other one? There we go. Oh, don't mind the infinite Alexes. Sometimes I have my Word doc right up in here, and we write just live on camera. We play a little game where we roll dice to see what we're writing and the modifiers on it. So we have a lot of fun here. We had a lot of writers. Y'all, I'll give you a quick shout out if if you want to make art with us, or you want to write with us, you want to hang out outside of stream, there's my Discord. I didn't really want one, but chat kind of bullied me into it. Now we got over 100 people in there, and I can't believe it. That's nuts to me. So if y'all want to hang out in the Discord, we got an art share channel. We got a writing share channel. We share writing, critique it, give positive feedback. It's a lot of fun. So please join us. Mr. Silver, you said you write dark high fantasy as your debut novel. Sick, dude. What's the title? Give us that title. We'll look it up. Shade, you put Easter eggs in the map. I got something to show you on that comment. You have a cutout of your friend hidden in trees. That's very funny. I love that. We got a couple Easter eggs around this map. We had a chat wanted to have a duck somewhere, so we got our duck that lives in this tree over the waterfall. He's got a good life there. We got a hockey rink that we snuck in. Just looks like a frozen lake down here in the cold south, but these are my hockey nets. So we got one of those at each end and a little oval. There's our hockey rink. We threw in a wizard tower on request, so there's our wizard tower in amongst these frozen islands. What else? I know there's a couple more. We have a fan that hangs out that's a big Malort drinker. So they asked for a brewery, so this was the best we could do for a brewery, hanging out. And then someone wanted some stargazing. So there we go. We got Aurora Point we threw in for him, which in hindsight, it's a little bit bigger than it should be. Oh well, we're leaving it. There we go. But yeah, there's some Easter eggs we threw in. Someone wanted a sea serpent, so there we go. We got our lake serpent. That's the reason everything's named. Worm this and worm that. Author, Mr. Silver, author. The title is Strands of Fate. All right, hey, congrats, dude. I'll look it up. I'm gonna write that down. Congrats on the first book. Where was it? Oh, okay, Silver, you said it's currently a work in progress and not shared yet. Ah, gotcha. Well, good luck finishing it out. We're pulling for you. I hope it goes well, man. Kitty Cat Maya, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey, it's a free program called incarnate.com. I just put it in chat there. Great for making fantasy maps for books. Feel free to check it out. We have a lot of fun with it around here. And thank you for the follow. There was something that someone said something that I wanted to comment on and I lost it. Do you have little people stamps? Says Find Your Smile. I don't think so. I've never looked for that specifically. My voice is breaking. I've been talking too long. I don't think there's any people. Maybe in the battle map library there would be. If y'all are... Yeah, I don't see any. I don't think there's any people stamps. But you can upload your own, so, you know, you can totally make them. Oh, James, you said, is this music Little Soldier Boy? No, it is, here, I got a playlist on Spotify for it. I'll drop it in chat for you, James. There you go. That's the stream music. 4 out of the 5 songs that play are there. And the 5th one was made by Raffi the Engineer, one of our OG community members, who wanted to make it just for stream. So big shout for Raffi. I appreciate him doing that. Here, we'll put Raffi's song on right now. There we go. That's Raffi's contribution to stream, and I am infinitely grateful about it. That's so cool. Raffi was just like, yeah, I'm going to make a song. I'm going to make a song for you. And I'm like, all right, go for it. And he sure did. All right, y'all, I'm just putting some finishing touches in here, but I think I think this map's just about done. Gio, you said not used to streaming this long. Gotta hydrate. I got you, buddy. This one's for you, Gio. Yeah, Phoenix, I'm pretty darn sure you can make and upload your own stamps to Incarnate. I've never tried it, but I'm unless I'm misremembering, I've heard that that's possible. And that would just make it truly, like, ultimate customizable, right? Alright, we're just going to darken up this ground a little bit. That opacity is a little bit low. Oh, I'm painting the background. That's the problem. Oops. Just going to darken this up to indicate some shade. Some darker ground. Hey, Sozin, send me the instrumentals if you want. Are they did you make them, or are they Creative Commons licensed? Because got to make sure that I can play it. But if you want to jump in the Discord or DM me on TikTok or whatever, feel free to send them my way. Y'all, are we done? Did we finish the map? I think we're close. I need a little bit extra right in here. There we go. If we move Manor, that kind of fills in that. But I feel like this ground here just needs something, right? Shade, you said there's people in Fantasy Regional under Creatures/Humanoids. Well, thank you. Let's take a look. Fantasy Regional Creatures. There we go. Open that up. Humanoids. Huh, it's telling me I don't have any in there. I don't know why that is. Oh, there we go. I had a filter on. Yeah, look at this, guys. There sure are people. Check it out. That's okay. Well, her face is blocked by a building. That's not very helpful. There we go. That's super cool. I didn't know we had people in this program. Got a knight. That's cool. Rock on, man. See, I love that there's so many people out here that have so much more knowledge of Incarnate than me. I love... Look, this guy's got a horse. That's super cool. All right, rock on. Kaiju lady. Coming out of the sea. There we go. Now the map's done. That's all we needed, y'all. I wanted to fill that spot in. And here it is. Spot filled. Map's done. There we go. Just one beautiful fantasy land and a 200-foot tall woman. Banish the kaiju. All right. Man, I feel like it's so close. I just need a little extra right in here just to dirty it up. Like, I feel like this is just a little too plain. You can see it when you're zoomed out. It looks too open, right? Maybe that's just... That's Heather, says Ronnie. Yeah, Heather Bay. And, hold on. Heather Bay, and there's Heather. That's why it's Heather Bay. Oh, that'd be a good idea. Geo, just a little path through there. That would probably do it. We could do that. Let's grab our dirt. Turn that opacity down a little bit. And we'll just do a little path, an old path. It's kind of run down, you know? It's a little too bright. We're gonna cover it a little bit. Let's get this opacity even lower. And we're just gonna kind of cover this bad boy up. Make it a little dirtier, a little harder to see. There's a path here, but it's old. It ain't been used in a while. There we go. Y'all. Oh, man, I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. Whew, a long stream today, but it was a lot of fun. Sozu, no, I just have the playlist isn't on Spotify. I mean, it's on Spotify if people want it. I think it's... Yeah, there we go. I play it through OBS or through VLC Media Player on my computer because the songs are open source. So as long as I credit the composer at the end, he lets me use them. So there we go, y'all. I think the map's done. I think we did it. All this time we've been working on it. I'm trying to get it in here nice and good frame. It's just, it's sad that it goes like this because it's always blocking. I'm always blocking it. If it was flipped, it'd be good. But. Y'all, we did it. We did it. 6 weeks, I believe, we've been working on this bad boy every Friday. And here it is. I'm going to be sad to leave it. I love it, y'all. Thank you for being here with me for it. Even as I talk, though, I see things that I want to improve on it, but that's always how it goes. Thank you very much for working on it with me, y'all. Geo, the cheers. Thank you, man. I'm cheering along with you. Thank you very much for working on it with me, guys. Look at this. I love this place. We started up here a long time ago. We started up here in the Plunder Isle region with our little pirate cove and the shipwrecks. We popped on down and we worked on Worm Lake. This lake, there were 2 lakes and this volcano erupted and separated them, and this one's drying up now. That's the lore. We put our sea serpent in. Landon Rich. It is called Incarnate, my friend. Incarnate.com. Welcome in. And free map maker. We just finished it. We worked on this for about 6 streams, I think. And we're just doing an overview of remembering how it went. We started up in the north with our like pirate region. We did all this first. And then we came down. We worked on Worm Lake in the south. Then we built Witherworm, our ghost town. Creepy, creepy. Little ruins in here with its fog and its shadows. Ice Islands, the Rhyme Chain. I think then we popped up and we worked on the beach in this mountain section, the Verdant Maw. And we did Wheatmere. We did our agricultural town after all that time. And the mountains next to it. We made our Wormshire, our little swamp down here. And then today, y'all, we came in and we finished up with Heather Bay. And I'm really proud of that. I think Heather Bay looks great. I love that town there. Landon, you want to make a map for your book? Hey, dude, rock on. This is a great way to do it. It's a great program. Huge fan of Incarnate. Check it out. Sloyd, you said, is it inhabited by ghosts or something or worse? I mean, that's up to y'all. Look, we made this together, so it's up to us what the lore is. I think there's ghosts there, personally. But y'all, hey, I got to get running because I got other work I need to be about today, but hey, good job, everybody. We did it. We did it. Find your smile. Witherwormed in Mere Bay Lake. I love it, Smile. We don't have an overall name for the island. People were calling it Seahorse Island when we started. What was it? Isla de Caballito del Mar, which is basically Seahorse Island in Spanish, to the best of my knowledge. Do we christen it with a name to finish things off? I kind of like it. I kind of like it as it is, though. I think I'm going to leave it, y'all. Thank you for the follow there, Landon Rich and Cole. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. Oh boy, I'm going to be sad moving on from this map, y'all. Yeah, Ronnie. I will save this and I will share it on Incarnate. I guess if I'm going to do that, we got to give it a name so you know how to look it up. I've never shared a map on Incarnate before, but I'll do it with this one. And I don't know, we got to name it something then. I'm just going to go with Seahorse Island. Just nice and simple. Night Island? I mean, that's pretty good, Shade. How about Nightshade Island? Harpy, you're the name savant. What do we call it? I guess we are doing an overall name for this. Seahorse Island's just my stand-in because someone called it that a long time ago. Seahorsidia, says Nova Stone. Hey, welcome back, Nova Stone. I think you were here a couple days ago, right? Or yesterday even. What do we call it? We need a final overall name for it. Maybe we do a little map legend down at the bottom. That could be fun. I know that they have that. It's in frames, I believe, for fantasy maps. No, not fantasy maps. It's going to be watercolor cities, I believe. No, I don't see it there either. There it is, frames and labels. Alright, we're just going to grab a cool little frame down here. I like this one. Or maybe, actually a little bit longer. It's going to be a longer name. We'll just tuck it right down here at the bottom. Or we want it up here at the top. I like it at the bottom. Oh, Geo. Okay, we're going to get some Spanish up in here. I'm a fan of that, my guy. Let's go. You said caballero is knight in Spanish, and it's also like caballo, which means horse. All right. I can dig it. I like that. Yo, all right, go away, frame. I want the text. Let's get this to a nice even. There we go. All right, so Gio, you said caballero. I think we can work that in. Oh, and thank you for the roses, Sozu. I missed that, man. I'm sorry. Thank you. Slowly to the near tame as opposed to the far wild. Harpy, what did you say? Worm Rest Isle? Man, I like that too. Y'all making it difficult now. I like Worm Rest. I like Caballero. Kind of like that. Whew, boy. All right, Gio. I like Caballero. I do, but since I'm naming it so that people can find it on Inkscape or yeah, Incarnate and do their thing with it, so I'm gonna go with Worm Rest. Why can't I spell? I like Worm Rest Isle. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, worm is such a big part of it. Man, this label does not want me to interact with my text beneath it. Oh, does it, Geo? Warcraft has Worm Rest Temple? Alright, well, we're stealing it. We're taking the name. It's ours now. Warcraft's gonna have to fight me for it. How'd you die? Just in a battle to the death with Warcraft over the name Worm Rest Isle. Y'all? What do we think? Is the map done? Did we do it? Let's just make sure we're okay with this text down here. Kinda like right in there. All right, I'm gonna group that together. Y'all, it has been christened with the last sip of coffee. Here's to Worm Rest Isle. Thank you for making it with me, y'all. What a joy it has been. Thank you very much. Cheers to y'all. Oh, it was a good last sip too. I Am Hero, we're calling it Worm Rest because we got these sea serpents that live there in Worm Lake, and we also got some beach serpents living in the sand. So Worm Rest it is. Y'all, thank you for being here with me for all these Fridays. We made it. Shy Halud. Yeah, I can see that. Y'all, it's been an absolute pleasure making this map with you. I can't wait. Next week, we're going to do a new one. We're going to start fresh, but heck of a start, y'all. I'll share this on Incarnate, so make a note so you can access it if you want. You can do whatever you want with it, but y'all, we made it together. What a joy. I've had a great time. Hey, if you're just tuning in or you don't know who I am, first of all, welcome to the stream. I'm author Alex Knight. I've been writing full-time since 2018 and streaming every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time. Normally the stream looks a little bit like this. We do writing on stream. We talk about books and publishing. We do creative exercises. When there's not an infinite number of me on the screen, we roll dice to see what our writing prompt will be for the day, and we got some modifiers on it. We play some games like that. And then on Fridays, we make fantasy maps, y'all. And this is the one we just finished. It's been fun. Thank you for being here. I'll just end with a quick plug. If you had a good time and you want to hang out with this community some more, yo, come catch us on Discord. I just dropped the Discord link in chat, or you can get it from my bio on TikTok or YouTube if that's where you're following along at. But folks, join us there. We do art, we do writing share, etc., etc. And one last plug. A lot of folks ask, how can I support you? Can I donate? Anything like that? And all I say is, folks, go try one of my books on Amazon. Here they are, Top Rose Fantasy, Bottom Rose Lit RPG. They're in KU. Kindle Unlimited. They're ebook, audiobooks, and paperbacks. You can also find them all at authoralexknight.com. Either way, just go give them a look. If anything catches your eye, I'd be honored if you pick it up. It supports the stream. It keeps me writing. So thank you very much, y'all. Sheesh, you said, what game is this? It is a free map maker called Incarnate. I'll put it in chat for you. Incarnate.com. You can go check it out from a web browser. Have fun with it. Y'all, it has been an absolute pleasure making this map with you. I can't wait to do it again next week. We'll do a new map, do some more writing adventures. Who knows what we'll get into. But, folks, a special thanks to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com for the use of his songs Farm, Manor, Cottages, and Northern Glade, which provided our background music today. Thank you to Kevin. Thank you to Incompetech.com. And an extra special thanks to community member Raffi the Engineer, who made our 5th background song, Midnight at the Round Table. Thank you, Raffi. Thanks for making it. Thanks for letting us use it. Folks, if you had a good time today, please give me a follow so we can see you on the next one. As I said, I'm author Alex Knight, and I'm streaming live on TikTok and YouTube every weekday at 7 a.m. Central Time. If you're just joining, I'm sorry you're joining at the end, but hey, Monday, 7 a.m. Central Time, we will be back, and we'll get into some more shenanigans. So, folks, thank you for being here. What a stream it's been. I've had a great time. I got to go get some work done now, but it's been an absolute joy. Thank you for being here with me, y'all, and I look forward to seeing you again. Y'all have a good one. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend, everybody. Peace out.